is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Good evening, everybody, from Chambers Field at Northside High School. Welcome to week number 5 of the high school football season here on SummitCitySports.com. As this evening we bring you SAC action, the Bishop Luers Knights against the Northside Legends. I'm Jim Measle. Ryan Deller is with me, and our cameraman is Dave Peterson. As we get set for tonight's game, homecoming at Northside here at Chambers Field. It is a warm, sultry night, the hottest night of the football season thus far. Summer runs out this weekend, but boy, it's going out in a blaze of glory. If you've been around the Fort Wayne area today or in this part of northeast Indiana, it's been a warm day. A lot of folks who closed the pool up a week or two ago probably wishing they hadn't done so early. Right now, 86 degrees, just a few minutes away from kickoff. Very little wind right now. The wind will not be a factor. In fact, looking at the Old Glory here to our right, it's hardly moving. Winds are barely moving out of the north at 3 to 5 miles an hour. At least the humidity is down. It's at 46%. Weatherman says we're going to be in the low 80s at kickoff time, and the temperature will be gradually dropping throughout the ball game. 78 degrees at 8 o'clock, mid-70s at 9, and 72 by the time we're done. But still a very warm, sultry night indeed as the Luers Knights take on the Northside Legends. Luers, as I mentioned, 1-3 so far this year. Kyle Lindsay in his 7th year coaching at Luers. And Ryan, Luers going through a tough season. A lot of players in the varsity getting their first year of varsity experience, and unfortunately at times it's shown.
It certainly has. They're young, they're youthful. They just have struggled. They lost a good quarterback from last year. They still probably haven't figured out who that man is this year in the program there at Luers. They've had a tough early season schedule, too. You know, they have had a problem stopping the other team early in games and falling behind very quickly. And tonight, this should be a little more evenly matched game, probably with Northside. Northside got their players, the transfers got eligible just a few weeks ago, or 2 weeks. Actually, what are we in, week 5?
Week 5 now.
So last week they all but one got eligible, and that showed in a big win for them as they took down Wayne. Deuce Taylor's really ascended to the number 1 quarterback spot now for Northside, and he's got a cannon for an arm, can throw it long ways, can throw it all over the place, and manages the offense very well. And I'm hearing rumors, Jim, that Northside's going to run the Wildcat tonight. So we'll see. We'll see.
Wouldn't be too surprised. Of course, Collins started the year at quarterback. Now he's a wide receiver. Luers started the season by losing to Carroll 42-0. Came back to beat Wayne in week 2, 29-26. But lost to Homestead 51-0. And then last week they lost at home to Concordia 49-21. Northside started the season with 3 straight shutout losses as they went through a real tough part of their schedule. Snyder beat them on opening night 51-0. Then they lost to Dwenger 36-0. Carroll got them in week 3 42-0. And then last week they finally got some points on the board. It looked like watching that game last week when they played at Wayne. Once Northside got on the scoreboard, their players relaxed. There was a lot of pressure off of them. and they went on to a rather convincing 48-16 win last week over the Generals.
Yeah, they looked very good against Wayne last week. Like I said, Taylor is now probably the main man at quarterback for the rest of the year for Northside, and he's a good general. He'll do well. Their defense isn't too bad, but as you know, it's very hot here tonight, Jim. I've been in the hot weather for a week down in Florida, so I got home this morning, and guess what? It felt really cold here in Indiana. So I'm ready for a big game here tonight. It should be a shootout.
Well, this is the Parkview Sports Medicine pregame show. Homecoming activities, pregame activities continue here at Chambers Field. They're introducing the homecoming court before the game, and something special later on tonight as they're going to be honoring that perfect Northside team from 1979, a team that went 10-0 but missed out on the playoffs because back then Indiana high school football playoff spots were determined by computer, unlike today where everybody gets into the postseason. So we look forward to that. Ben Smith had a wonderful article in the Journal-Gazette earlier this week on that squad, and we'll talk more about that team when we get a chance later on. Again, this is the Parkview Sports Medicine pregame show at Parkview Sports Medicine. It's game on. We serve every level of athlete with our integrated sports medicine team, including the region's only specialized athletic rehab facility. Learn more about our services by logging on to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Tonight's broadcast being brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260 Sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay. They're just playing music to the introduction of the homecoming king and queen. We'll keep on mentioning here that Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, and reliable. Acme Bar and Grill is currently located at 1105 East State Boulevard in Fort Wayne. Order your favorite pizza, pasta, salad, and more, all with the click of a button. Acme Bar and Grill accepts orders online for pickup. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Meal to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. The world is waiting for you to make a difference in a way that only you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan University's residential campus in Marion. Visit indwes.edu. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Al Azteca Mexican Restaurant has been serving consistent food since 1973. Our recipes use only the best fresh ingredients, family-owned. We pride ourselves on great quality. For more information, go to alaztecarestaurant.com. And Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. You can count on us to provide you with a system and solution that fits your unique needs. We're kind of pausing here for a little bit. We're trying to follow along the pregame activities because we want to bring in the performance of the national anthem. I think that's coming up here very shortly.
I think they're doing God Bless America.
Okay.
I think that's what they're – I mean, that might have been what I heard, but we'll see here in just a second.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a warm night. Those band members for Northside
dressed in black.
They got their black pants, their long black pants, and that's kind of a warm night. But at least they took off the they have T-shirts on, and they are not. They don't have the full uniform on tonight, but still, it's going to be a warm night. And now
it is God Bless America.
We're going to pause for the singing of God Bless America. All right, fine job.
Jim Neighbors would be impressed, wouldn't he?
Yes, indeed. All right, why don't we take a break here, and we'll come back with more on the Parkview Sports Medicine pregame show in just a moment here on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599. Keep your skills on point and take advantage of the Always 100 basketball camps. The Holiday Hoops Developmental Camp is for ages pre-K through 8th grade. You'll work on shooting, dribbling, passing, and defense December 24th through January the 2nd on Tuesday and Thursdays. And the Always 100 Pro Camp 2020 takes you to the next level. It's the real college experience for grades 1 through 12. It's June 8th through June 11th at Trine University.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve.
Welcome back to Chambers Field, everybody. Jim Measel, Ryan Deller with you. Our cameraman is Dave Peterson tonight. And we're about 10 minutes away from the start of tonight's game between Bishop Luers and Northside. The Summit Athletic Conference standings heading into week number 5. Snyder and Homestead tied for first at 4-0. Carroll and Drenger both at 3-1. Concordia and Northrop at 2-2. Luers and Northside at 1-3. Southside and Wayne at 0-4. Tonight in week 5, besides this game here at Chambers Field, 2 big games in the docket. Of course, Ryan, everybody's going to keep an eye on Snyder at Homestead, and the bell may be on the line there.
It certainly will be. If Homestead wins, they're in the driver's seat. There's no doubt in my mind. That is a sold-out house. I think we're going to have the national anthem. We'll come back to that after the anthem.
All right.
Legend Band plays our national anthem.
Performed by the Northside Legends Band. All right, Northside Legends Marching Band performing our national anthem, and we were talking about the Homestead-Snyder matchup, and some folks are favoring Homestead in that game, Ryan.
Yeah, especially the way they played last week against a good Bishop DeWanger team who, was up there as high as number 2 in 5A. But they were able to go on the road in a hostile environment and get a big win over Bishop DeWanger last week. I know their quarterback had a good game. I watched a little bit of that while I was sitting on the beach in Clearwater.
Oh, stop it.
I know I'm just rubbing it a little bit today, Jim, but it just looked like Homestead was so much faster than Bishop DeWanger on that night. They got a great running attack from Hardwick. Goody was good. Their defense was outstanding, which was one of the questions.
Rogers was a beast watching that game.
I know I saw him hit Lytle late in the game.
Oh, yeah.
With the shoulder.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was a huge hit, one of the biggest hits I've seen all season.
That was a Division I hit.
Yeah, and I saw Michael Lito Jr. was also hit numerous times over the middle catching the ball. So Homestead did a very nice job in that game of controlling the tempo of the game. Now, Snyder, on the other hand, they have a big offensive line as well. Can they get Bennett? Can they get Trotter going? Can they keep their quarterback, John Barnes, on his feet? Can he hit some targets? And simply, can their defense stop him? Now, Snyder had just a cakewalk last week in Southside, and quite frankly, they haven't played some of the higher echelon teams yet other than Carroll in this young part of the season. So I think the game, if Snyder can keep it close, they got a chance. Now, if it gets to be a blowout, that's a little bit of a different story. I don't know if Snyder has I don't know if you want to say the weapons to come back from a big deficit, because you know what they want to do. They want to ball control, run a little bit of clock, get a big strike here, and maybe win late in the game. I don't know what the Vegas odds say, but since it's at Homestead, I give the slight advantage to Homestead. They just have not had good luck against Snyder over the last few years.
And another big game tonight, Dwenger. We have not said this in a while. Dwenger trying to bounce back from a loss as they're hosting a much-improved Carroll Chargers team. And that would be a great matchup. The Becker kid at Carroll, he's for real. Watched him last week. And Dwenger, they're gonna be snarling after that loss to Homestead.
And I thought last week was probably maybe one of the worst games I saw Brendan Lytle play, their quarterback. He played very good in the state championship, and he had played, quite frankly, very good up to that game. And he was just out of sorts a little bit. They chased him around in the pocket. Carroll is a much improved team. They're young. They're a team probably in another year we're saying is going to be one of those teams that's going to contend for a title. And if Snyder wins tonight or whoever loses tonight and they get some luck and Homestead still has to play Carroll down the road, we could be talking about tri-champions, quad champions, who knows here in the Summit Athletic Conference. But Carroll does a nice job as well. They're fast.
And Northrop hosting Concordia tonight. The Bruins, as we go into the second half of the season, must find a way to take better care of the football than they did in the first part of the season.
Yeah, we saw them against Southside, and I'm not sure, did they have six fumbles?
5 turnovers in that game. I watched them last Friday turn the ball over 6 times. Of course, Carroll's defense had a lot to do with that. But if I can borrow a line from Clark Kellogg from college basketball, you got to squeeze that pigskin.
You're right. And it's not like some of the times it's not even on a big hit. They just don't have the ball secure, and hand gets in there or thumb gets in there and knocks it out. But Concordia, on the other hand, they're playing some decent football. They're getting some good quarterback play. They're now basically through their gauntlet of this first half of the season as well.
And two teams right now desperate for a win. Southside Archers play tonight at Wayne against the Generals, and both teams are 0-4. And Southside looking to end a 17-game losing streak.
It ends tonight.
You think so?
It ends tonight because
they almost ended it in week 2. We were at that game.
If I don't say that, I'm the head baseball coach at Southside. Can you imagine what'll happen to me if I go back in there this week? They will run me out of the school. But you know what? Southside last week got no first downs other than one that was given to them on a penalty. My prediction is they'll get more than one first down. They're going to I think they're going to score more tonight against Wayne. And I think on the road they get their first win in 17, 18 games. And Coach Norfleet has been doing a good job. They have a decent defense. We know that. So we'll see what happens.
Here come the Legends. This is quite an entrance they have.
Yeah, we had a helicopter fly over when you were talking. A big military helicopter flew right over the field.
Cool. And leading the team out, carrying Old Glory, is Jacob Lambert, big old number 74 down there. Some other key games around the area tonight in the Northeast 8. You got DeKalb trying to bounce back after getting clobbered by East Noble last week, as they'll be at Columbia City. The Eagles are 4-0. The Barons are 3-1. In a matchup of unbeatens tonight in the Northeast 8, you got Leo at East Noble, 2 4-0 teams, so that will be a big game in Kendallville. And East Noble, they are ranked number 5 this week in Class 4A. So can they find a way to slow down Peyton Wall? In a non-conference game, undefeated South Adams at Monroe Central. They may need a new scoreboard at the Starfires Field after this season, because South Adams has been lighting it up all year, averaging 53 points a game. And their defense has been stingy, allowing just 21 points in 4 games.
Where are they sitting in the polls? I know they were up in that top 4. Are they? And Adams Central was up there as well, so I'm not sure. Are they still in that 1 and 2 range?
South Adams is tied with Indianapolis Lutheran for number 1 in the Class Single A coaches poll. In the Associated Press poll, they're ranked number 2 behind Lutheran.
Nice.
And Adams Central number 4, Busco number 5 in 1A. That's in the coaches poll. And we got some time here before kickoff. Very quickly in the AP poll. In 6A, Snyder's number 5, Homestead number 9. In 5A, Dwenger's ranked 2nd. In 4A, East Noble's 8, DeKalb 13th, Leo 15th. In 3A, Concordia is ranked 11th. In 2A, Luers is ranked 16th. And again in 1A, South Adams is 2, Adams Central 4, Cherubusco 5. Busco stunned last week by Eastside.
Yeah, Eastside's been kind of up and down this season.
All right, we're going to have the reenactment of the coin toss. I believe we have the members, or some of the members from the 1979 team. That'll be honored later on tonight, along with the captains for both Luers and Northside. And that 79 team, coached by Myron Dickerson, had players like Tim Hines, Terry Lyman, Scott Brown, Sim Nelson. And I don't know if you remember the music from the late 70s, Ryan, but their theme song, well, back then the Pittsburgh Pirates under Willie Stargell was We Are Family. They had a theme song, Ain't No Stopping Us Now, by McFadden and Whitehead. I think that was a medley of their hit, by the way.
That was definitely a good slogan for that team, their song.
I hope somebody found it and will play it at halftime, because it is a cool song from the disco era.
It is. Very good. Very good.
All right, the keys for this game tonight, I think for Luers, they have to have a much better start than last week against Concordia. That's pretty obvious. I'm being Mr. Obvious right there. They can't fall behind like they did, although they did fight back after falling behind 27-0. They cannot get themselves into a hole. And it sounds like, from what you're talking about earlier, Northside going to run some Wildcats, so the Luers defense will have to be alert for that.
Yeah, and I think for Northside, they played these two teams were actually in the preseason scrimmage against each other, and I think Northside was still trying to work out the kinks a little bit, and Luers had their way with them in that scrimmage for the most part. So a little bit of revenge here maybe for the Northside Legends as they want to improve on the season and get going here in the second half of the season, and they can get going. You know, they're in that 5A sectional. Unfortunately, now they have Bishop DeWanger sitting in there with them. Yeah,
you know, the sectional draw is not that far away now.
No.
On
2
October,
weeks.
Yes, October 13th. And the way things shake out, 6 of our SAC teams are going to be idle on October 25th. So it looks like we'll have to wait until November 1st to have a really big night of sectional football. But
yeah, who's going to go to Noblesville? Because it's a done deal, right, in 6A? So my guess is it's going to be Snyder. Because there's no way Noblesville's coming up here to play an indie school's coming to Fort Wayne to play their sectional game. Let's face it, Kokomo never came up here either. So, and Snyder had to put a beating on them 2 years in a row. I was witness to both of those. So we'll see.
Well, while we have a little bit of time here, good thing I brought this filler material. In Sectional 3, Class 6A, you got Snyder, Homestead, Noblesville, and Carroll this year. In 5A, Sectional 11, it's a 4-team sectional, so they won't start until November 1st. Dwenger, Northside, Northrop, and Goshen. In 4A, it's an 8-team sectional. Sectional number 20 has Southside and Wayne. Also Delta, Huntington North, Jay County, Marion, Mississinewa, and New Haven.
That's a pretty wide open one. Mississinewa won that last year. They had Heisman, I forget what his last name was. He was pretty good.
In sectional 27 in Class 3A, Concordia is in that sectional, along with Belmont, Heritage, Maconaquah, Northwestern, Norwell, Oak Hill, and Peru. And Luers is in Class 2A, sectional 35 this year, with Bluffton, Central Noble, Eastside, Fairfield, Prairie Heights, Whitco, and Woodland.
That's a pretty open sectional as well. So, man, it's tough for our local schools to get 3-4 teams out like they do down in Indy because they all have to play each other eventually in a sectional. I think they got it all figured out.
All right, we're going to just about set to go here. Homecoming again for the Northside Legends. We were supposed to kick about 2 minutes ago. We're running a little bit behind, just a couple of minutes. Hopefully you're cool wherever you're at. You're by the air conditioner. Maybe the last time you got the air conditioner going here. Summer is going on in grand style. It's going to be warm again tomorrow. Maybe some rain on Sunday. Well, it's Sunday. It's supposed to rain, right? 85 degrees at game time and no wind. The wind will not be a factor tonight. In fact, looking at Old Glory here to our right, it is about as limp as a wet noodle right now.
It looks like is Northside going to kick off? They are. I see their kicker out there, number 81.
Well, they're going to kick from the – he put the tee down to the 50.
Well, that's a good idea.
It's great if you can get away with it. Looked like he started to put it down at the 45, and the official said, no, son, it's the 40.
It is an 81, isn't it?
I'll get my roster here.
Or is it 61? No. Don't have 81. Benavidez is, I think, his name. He introduced himself to me as I was out on the field earlier, and I said, well, we're going to interview some guys, so you better kick the game winner. Here we go, Jim. Week number 5 underway.
Pretty fancy shoes.
Yeah, they are. He's a soccer player. He also told me about his soccer prowess as a very good soccer player here at Northside. They do have a good team, by the way.
All right, the homestanding Legends are in the red, defending to our right, while Bishop Luers in their white jerseys. And we are underway at Legends Field. And up to the 20-yard line.
Wow.
Oh, what a big hit. Flag comes in. Oh, my. On the opening kickoff, Cameron Hedgecock has been leveled and may be out. And the trainers are going to be looking at him right away, and that young man is not moving.
Wow.
Oh, my.
You know what? I took a look on that. Look at this, Jim, on the Traction AP replay here. Watch this again. Let's see. Well, what happened here? Here we go. Take a look at this. They're going to call. I don't know if they're calling targeting or what, but he just, unsportsmanlike conduct is going to be the call. But all he basically did was run straight through the kick returner, number 2, Hedgecock.
Oh,
yeah, you see that? He just ran straight through him.
Well, they threw a flag. And unfortunately, we have an injury here on the opening kickoff. So why don't we step aside? We'll take a break. Back with more from Chambers Field in just a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599. Keep your skills on point and take advantage of the Always 100 basketball camps. The Holiday Hoops Developmental Camp is for ages pre-K through 8th grade. You'll work on shooting, dribbling, passing, and defense. December 24th through January the 2nd on Tuesday and Thursdays. And the Always 100 Pro Camp 2020 takes you to the next level. It's the real college experience for grades 1 through 12. It's June 8th through June 11th at Trine University.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance.
All right, we're ready to resume. Good news. Cameron Hitchcock, who was shaken up on the opening kickoff, is off the field, and he went off under his own power after being down for a few minutes. 15-yard penalty assist against Northside. So Luers starts from their own 32. They try a running play with no success whatsoever. C.J. Hale dropped for a loss of 2.
Redmond on the tackle there. He was basically in the backfield on the handoff. So Northside will set up in, looks like a 4-3 defense here as Fly gets his team up to the line.
Christian Fly, 5'11", 137 senior. The quarterback, he wears number 1. That looks like a busted play, and Fly is down at the 25-yard line, and there's a couple of Luers coaches on the far side who are just beside themselves right now.
Northside fired up here on homecoming here. So what do we got here? Third down, and it's more than 12, isn't it?
3rd and 17.
Yeah, 17.
Back at the 25-yard line, so Luers starts behind the sticks. Line the gain is just over the 42. Luers started last week's game against Concordia with a turnover in the first 2 minutes, and it was pretty much downhill for the Knights after that. They're in the danger of going 3 and out here on their opening series, and they will go 3 and out as Fly is dropped. He is sacked inside the 20-yard line at the 18. It'll be 4th down, and the sack is recorded by Theo Redmond.
Actually, they credited to, I think, Jalen Harris.
Well, it looked like 9.
It looked like 9, but it was a 5.
So a loss on the play of 7. And Luers went the wrong way on that opening possession. They started at their own 32, and they are back to the 18, and they will have to punt the ball away. Northside will get some decent field position. Low snap. Here's the punt.
Wow, a good one.
And it's a good one by Ben Jennings. And it drives the Northside kick returner back inside the 30 at the 36-yard line. A fair catch taken at the 36-yard line by Jordan Turner. It will spot it at the 37, and so that's where Northside starts. An excellent punt by Ben Jennings, getting his team out of a tough position there. They were backed up to their 18, so he got off a punt of 45 yards. No return.
It had an excellent hang time, didn't it? It was up there forever.
You need that sometimes when you're backed up deep in their own territory. Now Northside starts at their own 37. Let's see if they go Wildcat. Nope. Just a straight old shotgun formation. 2 receivers on each side. And the pass by Deuce Taylor is batted down, incomplete.
I think that was a little RPO there. Run pass option. Taylor pulled it out of the running back, Holiday Robinson, and tried to throw it over the middle. It looked like 2 receivers ran the same route that time, didn't it? They both cut right in there, one right behind the other, and Taylor was a big ball by one of the defensive linemen. Got it.
Clock is running, even though we got an incomplete pass, and now the officials notice that. So we'll stop the play here, and we'll have to reset the clock.
It's about 10 to 12 seconds kind of went off the clock there. So,
well, I'm so used to running time the first 4 games I've done. Well, now the clock is all messed up. Now it says 9:45. Now we're set to go. 2nd down and 10 from the 37 for Northside. No score. Deuce Taylor's pass is caught. That'll be a 1st down into Luers territory. The reception made by Rodney Woods, who last week had 2 catches for 64 yards and a touchdown. 16-yard gain by the sophomore.
Just a quick slant there by the two. That was the play they were running the other way and decided to go to that other side of the field that time. And it was a good play there by the youngster. Taylor's got a very strong arm. He's got some D1 looks already. I believe he has a couple offers to boot. So the junior is starting off 1 of 2 here in this first drive.
6'1", 175. Last week, 10 of 19, 228 yards, and he accounted for 5 touchdowns in Northside's win over Wayne. 2 receivers on each side. High snap. Bit of a delay on the handoff, but the pass is complete to Jordan Turner, a sophomore. And Turner picks up 13 yards and another Northside first down.
Well, we heard they were going to run the Wildcat, but right now they're just going simple RPO here on the Traction AP replay here as Taylor rode a long time with his running back and then quickly pulled it out and hit his receiver right over the middle.
Ronald Collins is the former quarterback. He's a receiver. In fact, he went up to Coach Brevard and said, Coach, let's put Deuce in at quarterback.
It was a good idea.
And that shows you the type of player Mr. Collins is, what type of young man he is. And maybe there's some prima donnas in the NFL who should take note. Here's a bomb going for it all. Give that man 6 points. Taylor hooking up with Rodney Woods for the touchdown. The deuce is loose. 34 yards. Touchdown for the Legends.
Well, the Luers, they went into a zone defense there on the right side, and when the lone man was all alone on here, this near side, Taylor saw it and took the shot deep, and it paid off as I think he's 3 for 4 on that drive.
3 for 4 now. He had that first pass batted down, but he hit 3 in a row. Now the point after. Collins, the backup quarterback, is holding. Ball is spotted, the kick is up, and it's blocked. And it's no good. So we have a new score on the board with 8:33 to go in the first quarter. Northside 6, Luers nothing. Back with more in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome back, everybody. Our first out-of-town score in the Northeast Corner Conference. West Noble leads Fairfield 3-0. And Homestead has grabbed a 7-0 lead over Snyder.
And that was number 20 for Bishop Luers that time, Ramon Anderson, a 5'8" junior. And that ball bounced off his chest. He had a good return there, out to about the 29-yard line, almost at the 30.
They're going to put it down right at the 30-yard line. So Luers went 3 and out in their opening possession. In fact, they went backwards. And they'll be starting now at the 30-yard line. I'm going to stand up.
It might be cooler up there.
Yeah. First down and 10 for Luers at their own 30-yard line. They trail 6-0 here on homecoming night at Northside. Clock moving, 7:47 to go first quarter, and that offense for the Knights gets set. They hand the ball off in running room to the 40, to the 45, to the 47-yard line goes C.J. Hale. There was an opening on the left side of that line, big enough to drive a truck through.
Yeah, I think you and I could have got maybe 4 to 5 yards out of that one, Jim. And that was another good play there off that left side of the line.
I'll tell you what, I think some linemen got talked to after that last series, Ryan, the way they exploded off the ball there. Slot to the right. And they'll keep it on the ground, and that time the Legends defense stiffens, and only a 1-yard gain for Contrail Ash, a senior. 5'10", 190 pounds.
When they run some quarterback rollouts, I think that'd be a little better for Fly to read just half the field, and he's out of the pocket. He's got good speed, and we'll see if they try some of that here. Coach Lindsay will probably have to open up the playbook a little bit here as they'll set up in the same formation once again.
Taylor to Woods, 34-yard touchdown pass on the first score of the night for the Legends. The PAT was no good. Luers with the ball, their own 47, second down and 9. And it's a running play off the left side. And at midfield, stopped at midfield is Anderson, Ramon Anderson, number 20. That'll bring up third down for the Knights. Third down, and it looks like about 5 to go. Line the gain is the north side 44.
Ran a little motion that time, did Luers. Try to mess up the defense. Didn't work too much. They got a nice gain, though.
Out of the pistol, here's Fly. Rolling and throwing. It's caught, but it's stopped short of the first down. The reception was made by Hale, but a big defensive play short of the line to gain by number 14 for Northside. And that is McCarter. Arian McCarter, a junior, out of the defensive secondary with the stop.
Luers going to keep the offense out there.
They're going for it, Ryan. Well, you can do this when you're 1-3. What the heck? You got nothing to lose.
We'll see if Northside tries to dial up some heat here. And there's single coverage out there on the outside. Coach Lindsay doesn't like that, so he uses a timeout. And we'll take a quick timeout. You're watching high school football on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got...
All right, Luers not punting. 4th and 3 for the north side 47. They will run the play, and it's going to go for a loss. The ball carrier, Anderson, dropped for a 2-yard loss. Excellent read by the north side defense.
You know, those ends for Northside are getting good penetration. They're not kind of going inside too much. They're just staying wide enough to try to get that running back to cut back in, and it's doing a good job. And they've been able to bring down most of the ball carriers, just the defensive ends.
Looked like Taquan Redmond made the stop. He's a senior. He's having a great season for Northside. He's recorded 4 sacks, 19 tackles this year, 13 of them solos. He also has 5.5 tackles for loss, or TIFLs, as they like to say. Well, Northside with that 4th down stop now with great field position. First down to their own 48. There's a pass too high.
That was intended for number 12, Rodney Woods, and I think he can catch it at about 28 miles an hour, and that one was at about 37. And right through his hands on another just quick slant right over the middle.
Yeah, kind of went through the car wash a little too fast there. Forgot the wind cycle. So it's 2nd down and 10 now for north side of their own 48-yard line. Legends lead 6-0. We have 5:04 to go in the opening quarter. Homecoming for the north side Legends, trying to win back-to-back games for the first time in 4 years.
4 receivers on the far side.
Look at this. Well, the quarterback, Taylor, looks to this side, and he throws, and it's almost intercepted. Ooh, my. Collins, the intended receiver, nearly picked off in the secondary.
By number 80.
Well, it looked like Glenn was there, too. Brody Glenn, number 16.
And number 80, Grant Bro was there, too. So
too many white shirts.
Yeah, they set up those 4 receivers on the far side to make it look like they were going to go that way with the ball. They really wanted to throw it to the near side, and that was well covered there. I believe it was by number 10.
Well, now the Legends face 3rd and 10 at their own 48. Line the gain is the Knights 42. Can Luers make a defensive stand here? Deuce Taylor has time, sets up a screen, It's to the 50, to the 45. First down, room to spare, and still on his feet is Alex Holiday Robinson inside the 25, all the way down to the Luers 23-yard line.
Great play call there by Coach Brevard. Just set up a nice little screen there. He saw the defense drop back quickly. He was able to hit Alex Holiday Robinson. Almost had some guys downfield too far early, but a good play there leads to another big play for the Legends.
That's 30 yards right there.
And another whistle.
And they tell the timekeeper, start the clock, please. 4:37 to go in the first quarter. Legends on top 6-0, and they're driving for more. Taylor has time, and
that's
now.
Grounding. That is grounding.
Yeah, that's in the vicinity of nobody. And he was under a rush. Now a second flag comes in after the play, Ryan.
So we could have an unsportsmanlike and grounding, so we'll see if they offset or if they're both on the Legends.
We got one flag here on the side. The first flag was thrown after the play was over. They got two penalties on north side, one for intentional grounding, another one for illegal man downfield. So the Luers will have a choice here.
Well, they'll take the grounding. I don't know if that's a spot foul or if it's just an automatic 10 and loss of down, but we'll see what they – I think they're going to go from a spot, aren't they? Yep, they sure are.
Well, that's a big penalty against north side. And you're right, Ryan. They do take the intentional grounding, which is marked off 5 yards from the spot of infraction. That's a 5-yard penalty and a loss of down. So, wow, that's a big-time loss for Northside. They lose 25 yards and the down. And now it's 2nd and 25 back at the Luers 37-yard line. That's a drive killer right there. 3 receivers, 2 to the right, and they'll run it. Coming back to the nearest side now, Holiday Robinson. He gets some of the penalty yardage back. Out of bounds inside the 30, and they will mark him out of bounds. It looks like at about the 26-yard line.
Yeah, he bounced that outside because he tried to go up the middle, and it was all clogged up there. He was able to get the edge there on the Luers defense and able to pick up some big yardage, picked up about half of what they needed.
The ball is spotted at the 26. Remember now the loss of down on that intentional grounding penalty. So Northside faces third down. They're still behind the sticks. 3rd down and 13 at the Luers 26. The line to gain is the Knights' 13-yard line, and obviously they're in 4-down country here. Northside on top, 6-0, 4:22 to go in the first quarter. Collins, the man in motion. Taylor has time, looks to Collins. He'll run now. Taylor to the 25. Ooh, he is hit.
Pounded on that play.
My goodness, who brought the lumber there for Luers? It was the little guy.
23.
That was C.J. Hale. You know, he's listed as 5'6", 160. Man, he delivered some wood there. Holy smokes.
Take a look at that again on the Traction AP replay. Whew.
That will loosen up the fillings a little bit.
It sure will. We see Taylor here. He looks right, nothing there. Thought he had an alley to go to, then tried to take on one of the linebackers, and not a good idea.
No, Joe Cap could do that in the day, but
yeah.
Son, you got to get down. Yeah. But you know what? The kid got right back up. Tough kid. You know, he took a hit like that. Well, 4th and 11, and Northside will go for it. Again, the line, the gain is to 13. Taylor steps up, throws, got a man, first down.
I don't know if that's going to be a first. It's going to be pretty close.
Jordan Turner with the reception. They're marking him out of bounds at the 11, and that's a first down for the Legends.
Taylor likes that target there on that left side, doesn't he? He sees soft man-to-man there and throws it out there, or actually was zoned that time, and picks up not quite first and goal. What are they at the 11? At the 11, Jim.
They can still get a first down without getting a touchdown. So Taylor now, that was his 8th pass of the night. He has 5 completions, 105 yards on a TD. Holiday Robinson, give that man 6 points. Touchdown, Northside, 11 yards for Alex Holiday Robinson, who tore Luers apart last year as he rushed for 328 yards in that game.
Looking at this one more time on the Traction AP replay, just a simple give to Holiday Robinson. He runs right up the middle, gets a good block, and walks it into the end zone.
The Legends will go for 2 following the missed extra point earlier. 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Taylor scrambling, throwing, broke it up, incomplete. So the 2-point conversion fails. New score on the board, 3:22 to go in the first quarter. It's Northside 12, Bishop Luers nothing. Back in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome back, everybody, to Chambers Field. Jim Measle here, along with Ryan Deller. And we're getting some out-of-town scores. Southside and Wayne tied at 6. Concordia and Northrop tied at 7. Homestead 7-3 now over Snyder. We have not gotten a score yet on Carroll Dwinger. And a penalty flag on the kick here. I think the Legends were offside, so they'll have to go back 5 yards. That'll be their third penalty for 25 yards. Legends overcoming an intentional grounding penalty, which pushed them back on that last possession. Holiday Robinson capping off a 53-yard drive. You remember, Luers went for it on 4th down and did not convert. Northside got a short field and took advantage of it. The 2-point conversion failed following the 11-yard touchdown run by Holiday Robinson. That's just his second touchdown of the season on the ground. But with Deuce Taylor now quarterback, I think Mr. Holiday Robinson's going to have himself a big second half of the season for the Legends.
Yeah, you have to respect the throwing of that young man, and this ball's going to go out of bounds.
Yep, and that'll be a penalty, and Luers will start with decent field position. 3:22 to go in the first quarter. It's the Legends of Northside 12, the Luers Knights nothing. And again, Ryan, the last time Northside won back-to-back games, 2015. Back then they beat Wayne 62-3 and then defeated Northrop 41-19. North won last year 52-49. That ended a 20-game losing streak for the Legends. Luers won the 4 previous games, and before that, North under Coach Ryan Hall beat Luers in 2013 38-17. Bit of a delay here before play resumes.
I think they're trying to figure out where they're going to put the ball.
All right, they do have an option when the ball goes out of bounds.
The Carroll DeWanger game is in the second quarter, and you can just save your pencil there. It's 0-0.
It's a pitcher's duel, huh?
Yes.
All right. Well, you know, Becker gets a lot of talk, but boy, that Carroll defense is pretty good. They came very close to recording their third straight shutout, or third shutout of the season, I should say, not 3 in a row. Let me amend that. They came within seconds of getting their third shutout of the season last week against Northrop. Northrop scoring in the final minute with a running clock. It was set up by a 62-yard run by Cowan. So Luers will start at the 40 after all that. Luers trailing 12-0. Homecoming night for the Legends. And here's a play-action fake by Fly. He throws deep. There's going to be interference. Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Number 13 for Luers gets dragged down. That's Van Landingham. And that was an easy one for the officials.
That was even the guy in New Orleans could have called that one from the NFC title game last year.
Come on now.
All right. I tell you, those Saints fans, they're like elephants. They're not forgetting that.
I hear you.
All right, first down for the Luers Knights at the north side 45-yard line. The Knights into Legends territory. They trail 12-0. Legends scoring on their first 2 possessions of the night. 86 degrees at game time. The sun has left us, so hopefully we'll start to cool off a little bit. There's a nice fake by Fly. He gets the corner on the near side. Ooh, look out. That's close to a horse collar. He's looking for a flag. He passed the back of the official, says, all right, let's just play the next play. 7 yards for Fly.
Yeah, on that play there, the north side DBs and the corners and the safeties were all looking over to the sideline, and Fly snapped the ball and caught them all off guard and picked up 7 quick yards.
And now they're going to go with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the near side. 2nd down and 3, and again they stop the clock.
Yeah, they're fixing, I believe it's Redmond, number 9.
They're
fixing his helmet for him.
Okay. Umpire's gotten that taken care of. Umpire does a lot of things. He's a multitasker down there. They'll keep it on the ground, and that's going to be awfully close to a first down. It's right at the mark. Hale, the ball carrier, transferred for California. That is right at the line, and I'm waiting for a signal here. They're going to spot it at the 35. That should be a first down.
Looks like they are. Yep.
Move the sticks. Second first down for Luers. Hale 17 yards on 3 carries. First down at the Legends 35-yard line. 2:47 to go in the first quarter. Northside on top, 12-0. Homecoming night at Chambers Field. Again, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the near side. On 1st and 10. Play clock at 10. Plenty of time. And they'll keep it on the ground. It's Fly with a beautiful fake. And Fly keeps the ball and gets big yardage on first down. He faked a lot of people out there and picked up about 8 yards.
Yeah, he just put his foot in the ground and cut it back into the middle on that. Another little read option play and another whistle. I think we've got a timeout north side.
Yes, the Legends want to regroup defensively here. So 12-0 Legends, 2:14 to go first quarter. Back with more in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Welcome back, everybody. Jim Measle here, along with Ryan Deller. Our cameraman tonight is Dave Peterson out of the north side timeout. 2nd and 2 for Luers. They try the end around, and they're going to get the first down with room to spare into the red zone for the first time tonight. Nick Berkmeyer, the ball carrier. He's an outstanding player for Luers. Outstanding linebacker for the Knights as well, and he carried the ball there for 14 yards.
Yeah, Berkmeyer, a very good athlete, good player on their baseball team as well. Know his dad well. We played high school baseball together, but he got a nice end around here, got the edge, and another big first down for Luers, and they've got a little momentum going now on offense as we get under 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. I think we're the only game not in the second quarter at this point.
Well, we had a bit of a delay at the start, and then unfortunately an injury on the opening kickoff, so we're running a little bit behind the other games. On first down, they'll keep it on the ground, and no gain. C.J. Hale is swallowed under by a sea of red. Pick out one out of about 7 guys on that tackle.
I think Redmond in there again.
Yeah, he always is.
Redmond
He's
and maybe
always
Harris.
around the ball. Yeah, that Redmond senior, Taquan Redmond, he's a good one. 2nd down and 10 for Luers at the north side 13-yard line. Late in the first quarter, 1:15 remaining. Luers in the red zone, trying to cut into that Legends lead. North side leading 12-0. 10 on the play clock. And Fly takes the snap, looks to throw, fires too high at the pylon, intended for Scotty Van Lanningham, but well over his head, incomplete. Third down now and 10 for Luers.
It's a good read there by the quarterback, Fly. He saw his two receivers here on the near side were both covered up because there was a good man-to-man coverage there and a safety deep, so he went to that other side of the field and right spot, just a little bit too high.
Third and 10.
Oh,
Snyder has scored.
As quick as I told you the score, they scored.
Homestead 14-10 now over Snyder. Carroll and Dwenger scoreless. Dwenger went for a fake field goal, and it did not work. On third down, here's a pass, incomplete. Over the head of the intended receiver here on the near side at the pylon. That pass intended for Johnny Sewell, a junior, 6 foot, 156 pounds. So fourth down. And Luers sends out the field goal team.
Early on that play, they had Brody Glenn right down the seam. He was open immediately, but Fly with too much pressure on him rolled out, and then Glenn became open again as he cut it through the back of the end zone, but the quarterback never saw him.
Carter Drake, number 29. He's a senior, 5'9", 153 pounds. He will attempt a 29-yard field goal. Spotted, booted. It's in that general direction, and the kick is no good. No good. So the 29-yard field goal attempt is no good. Luers gets into the red zone, but they leave points on the field. It remains 12-0 Northside with 50 seconds to go in the first quarter.
We'll stay here, Jim. I think we're going to get the ball spotted really fast, and we're going to be right back to action here.
Really a downer. You get into that red zone and come away with nothing. That just that takes the air out of the balloon right there, no matter if it's high school, college, or pro. You get inside the 20, you got to get something. Homestead Snyder hooking up at a good one. 14-10 Spartans. Again, whoever wins that game more than likely will win the victory bell. Right now it belongs to Dwenger, but their rent may be running out here.
Yeah, and they're in a dogfight tonight themselves with Carroll.
All right, we got the quarterback, Deuce Taylor, under center now. 3 receivers to the right, end around. Collins is hit, and he's in trouble, and down he goes. That's going to be a loss. Nice job by the Luers defense, and Collins had no room to turn that corner.
Good defense, so they got good penetration on the end at Luers, and they were able to turn it. I think it was Burkmeyer that might have turned it back inside.
Ben Rectanis at 333 pounds was also over there. So a loss of 2. Second down and 12. This might be the last play of the first quarter. Ball's at the 18-yard line. And it's going to be a running play, and that's not going to work. A bit of a mix-up there between Taylor and Holiday Robinson. Remember, this is Taylor's second game, so sometimes on these plays the timing is not quite there. And that is how the first quarter will come to an end. After one quarter, Northside 12, Bishop Luers nothing. Back in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome back to Legends Field. We start the second quarter with Northside leading Bishop Luers 12-0. Jim Measle, Ryan Diller. Our cameraman is Dave Peterson. Quick stats in the first quarter. Northside has 6 first downs, 3 for Luers. Rushing yardage, Luers 36. Northside 19. Northside with 105 yards passing, 3 for Luers. The total yards 124 for Northside, 39 for Luers. No turnovers, no penalties for Luers. 4 penalties against Northside. for 40 yards. We start the second quarter. Northside facing 3rd and 15. Line the gain is to 30. Taylor scrambling. Look out, he is hit. And a flag comes in on the hit. The sack made by Nick Berkmeyer, but there is a penalty flag down. Taylor was sacked at the 10. Now we have to check out the flag, and they say it's against Luers.
And he is holding his left arm, and that does not look good. And I think they're going to call a personal foul on Nick Berkmeyer for putting his helmet down there. And that's going to be an automatic first down, and Deuce Taylor is hurt.
Oh, that is not good. And boy, silence here at Chambers Field on that. The ball be spotted at the 25. That's the first penalty of the night against Luers.
It won't be enough for the first down, I don't believe.
Personal foul is the call.
And they're going to, nope, not an automatic first down.
No, it's 3rd down and 5 now. And they are attending to Deuce Taylor here on the near side. He is surrounded by trainers.
And he's holding that left hand. When you're breathing like that, that usually means one of your fingers isn't pointing the same direction. Jim, I've been there.
That referee is asking the timekeeper frantically to start the clock. He must have a dinner date at 9:30.
Yeah.
The ball's at the 25, so Collins in at quarterback now as Deuce Taylor has been shaken up. Line the gains to 30, and Collins throws. It's caught for a first down and fumbled, and now they're going to say incomplete pass.
In and out of the hands of his intended receiver.
There have been some hard hits in this game, Ryan.
And Woods is getting up. I don't know if he's getting up slow because he dropped it or because he got hit.
A combination of both. Well, he got nailed too. There is some leather being flung here.
Well, you know, most of the passes in this game, other than the one touchdown pass and a first down, most of the passes have been over the middle. And if you're going to go over the middle, there's a lot of traffic in there.
Well, now we'll see what the situation is with Deuce Taylor. He is still being attended to here on the north side sidelines. 4th down for the Legends at their own 25. They lead 12-0, but they may have lost their starting quarterback. Here's the punt, and it's a good one. It's going to wind up inside the 40.
Oh,
and
boy.
A big Legends bounce. Look at this. It's going to be down at the 16-yard line.
Wow.
The line of scrimmage was the 25, 25, 35, 45, 55. That's a 58-yard punt, Ryan. No return, and that is how you flip the field position.
That was a great punt by the Legends kicker, and they're taking Taylor off the field.
Yeah, he's heading back to the locker room. That's really a tough break. That is, you don't like to see anybody get hurt, but this Legends program, it's had a tough run of late, and it looks like now they've lost their starting quarterback, who was really getting the partisans excited here in the last week or so.
Yeah, he's been able to get the ball all over the field. He's able to run the ball a little bit. He needs to come to my house and eat some cheeseburgers to put some weight on the – but he's a good-sized kid, and hopefully it's not too serious and he can get back into this game either tonight or hopefully next week for the Legends.
11:19 to go in the first half. Luers ball following that big punt back at their own 17-yard line. And
that young man is a hard runner.
That was 3-4 tough yards right there for C.J. Hale. And that was a hailstorm in that play. I'm here all week. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The ball is just over the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 7 now for Luers. The clock has stopped for some reason with 11:02 to go in the first half. Now it's going again. 12-0. Legends on top of the Knights. 2 receivers on each side. And here is a pass by Fly down the far side. Contact and interference.
Wow, which way are they going to call it, I guess, is the bigger question, Jim.
That's why I said contact and interference. We'll have to sort this out.
No, they called it on the defense.
All right. And there was more contact there than a Rambo movie.
Well, you got all the good one-liners tonight, Jim.
This will be a first down for Luers with 10:49 to go in the first half. Oh, now they say penalty each way, offsetting penalties.
There's one in the backfield.
Okay. So the jury will disregard that last play. It didn't happen.
Are these the same officials that were in the Titans-Jags game last night?
I'm starting to wonder. By the way, can we just start the NFL? Stop the Thursday night football.
Yeah.
It's atrocious. You should be ashamed of yourself for presenting such garbage to pro football fans. NFL football belongs on Sunday afternoons and Monday nights.
Oh,
and
big
Sunday
hit.
Nights. Fly, drop. Oh, I tell you what. That north side defender wasn't biting that chicanery. That was Redmond again. Boy, Redmond's having a big game.
Yeah,
he may be a candidate for player of the game, Ryan.
Absolutely. Taking a look at it once again here. No, I'm not sure that was Redmond that time. That was 25 for Northside.
That is Redmond.
Is that Redmond?
Yep.
Oh, that's Taquan Redmond. There's Trayvon Redmond and Taquan.
Taquan's a senior, 6'4", 175 pounds. So line the game for Luers is the 27. They face 3rd down and 9. Fly, rolling, throwing, and look out. Oh, that was almost a pick six over there. It's incomplete, but oh boy, over there on the corner on the far side.
Antrell Franklin.
He was thinking 6.
And he used to be a receiver here, so yeah, he's got decent hands. He broke on that before the receiver did. And we'll see once again if this punter can flip the field now for Luers.
Yeah, it's become a battle of punts here. Holiday Robinson dropping back to the 50-yard line. You got 9:57 to go in the first half. Northside scoring on their first 2 possessions, leading 12-0. Luers got into the red zone but came away empty-handed. Here's a line drive punt. Now watch this one bounce. And Holiday Robinson lets it go wisely. That's a tough punt to handle. That's one of those punts that's just like the ball's full of razor blades. You don't want to handle it. Kind of like playing a possum with a porcupine. Just get away from it. And it rolls dead at the Legends' 36-yard line.
See if we can get some more scores for you here, Jim, while we got just quick. Homestead now 21-10. Let's see what else we've got here. Concordia and Northrop tied at 14. Archers with the lead, 6-0. I told you it was coming, Jim, and it's going to happen tonight. Actually, how about this one? Southside now 20-6 over Wayne.
Okay.
Coach Norfleet, can he get them to the finish line tonight?
They almost beat Northrop in week 2. We were there. They were within about 6 minutes of victory, but things went awry.
One bad snap.
On a punt attempt. First down for Northside. Collins in at quarterback. His pass is ruled a catch at the 39-yard line by Holiday Robinson. 2nd down and 7 upcoming.
So that was, it was a good pass out there. It looked like a knuckleball coming out of there like Phil Necro threw it, didn't it?
Or Joe Necro.
Joe Necro, Phil Necro, take your pick.
Taylor, before he left, was 5 of 8 for 105 yards and a touchdown. But he is back in the Northside locker room after being injured on the last possession for the Northside Legends. Ball is at the 39-yard line for the Legends. 2nd down and 7. They lead 12-0. 9 minutes to play in the first half. Collins in at quarterback. They hand it off and nothing doing. Oh, my.
Wow.
That was Hale again. I tell you what, he's not very big, but he plays with a lot of heart.
Good drive on his tackles. They might have.
Well, they gave him the 40.
Yep, they did.
Only a 1-yard gain. So line the gain for the Legends is the 46. 3rd down and 6 for Northside. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Or check that. Northside used one earlier on defense, so they got 2 left. 3 remaining for the Luers.
Big 3rd down here, really, for Bishop Luers, They really haven't had a lot of opportunities. They get a stop here and get some good field position and get that running game going with Hale. They could get on the board here before halftime, and now we will have a timeout.
Northside, they did not get that snap off in time as the play clock was winding down. They're forced to burn a timeout. So we'll step aside. Legends lead 12-0, 8:09 to go in the half. Back in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
All right, out of the north side timeout. Here's a pass down the near side. Jump ball, and it's out of bounds into the bench.
And there's that stop that Luers needed, and they got it. Some good D down there by number 16. That's Glenn. He's playing both ways tonight. And now we have another whistle. Why are they winding the clock on a ball thrown out of bounds?
Boy, we've had some issues here, coordination between the referee and the play clock, our time clock operator here. Clock shows 8 minutes left.
Should be about 8:06, to be honest with you. That was an incomplete pass, and that was kept. And now they're starting to play clock here. I think there's some confusion between play clock and game clock.
Look out. That snap from center bounced back to the punter. The kick is away, takes a neutral bounce, and it's going to be down by the Legends at the 29-yard line. So Luers will take over there, trailing 12-0. 7:51 to go until halftime.
Well, things have really slowed down for both teams with that injury. We've had injuries now for both teams here in this first half, and hopefully Taylor's I don't believe we've called the young man who got hit on the opening kickoff's name since then, have we?
No, we have
Hitchcock?
not seen him.
No,
he's probably done for the night, but he did get off on his own power.
That was good. I mean, that was a huge hit.
First down for the Luers Knights at their own 29. They trail 12-0. They had one trip into the red zone but came away empty. 3 receivers, 2 in the right. They'll keep it on the ground. Hale looking for room, and he has a nice gain out to the 37-yard line. Check that. That's not Hale. That is number 20, Ramon Anderson, who carried the ball. Anderson picking up 8 on the play.
That little inside play they've been running has been working. They've been catching Northside off guard there as they're just running a quick play right up the middle there. And the running back's been just fortunate he's gone away from where they've got through on either the A or B gap.
On second down and 3, a flag is down. That's probably holding. Fly throws it deep. He's got a man out there. And down to the 18-yard line, the reception made by Brody Glenn, but it may be for naught. The sophomore making a fine play, but bring it back, fellas.
Yeah,
holding on Luers.
Big old number 62 had a bunch of jersey in his hand for, was that Tulef? Peter Tulef with the hold there, and that's going to drop them back quite a ways because that was in the backfield.
That flag was thrown. It's down at the 34-yard line, so let's mark off 10 yards from there and put it back at the 24-yard line. This will put Luers behind the sticks. That's only their second penalty for 25 yards, but it's a costly one. Takes them out of the red zone and puts the ball back at their own 24. And that brings up second down and 15 now for Luers. They trail 12-0 with 7:17 remaining in the first half. Taylor the Woods, a 34-yard touchdown pass. Holiday Robinson, an 11-yard scamper. The scores in this game for Northside. Running play, Anderson gets 5 yards to the 29. And Luers has only thrown the ball 4 times tonight.
Fly's just not had much time in that backfield.
It'll be third down.
Well, 3rd and 10 now for Luers. Let's see if the Knights put it up here. Line the gain as their 39. Clock moving, 6:50 remaining in the first half. Fly to the air. Fly scrambling, looking, throwing one up for grabs. over the head of his intended receiver into the Legends bench. And that pass was intended for number 4, Johnny Sewell. Junior wide receiver, 6 foot, 156 pounds. So Luers will have to kick the ball away here on 4th down.
And we'll see when Northside gets the ball back, Jim, if they just go to a steady dose of Holiday Robinson. It worked well when Taylor was in there. I think they need to get back to that, and that'll open up their play action a little bit more here with 5:38 to play here in our first half.
Ben Jennings in punt formation for Luers. Holiday Robinson is back deep to receive the punt for the Legends. Low snap. Look out. He barely got out of there. High, short kick. Holiday Robinson will let it go, and it takes a Legends bounce. It's going to be down by Luers at about the 49-yard line of Northside. So they take over with 6:27 to go in the first half. Legends on top, 12-0. Legends have 1 timeout left. Luers have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Boy, got the complimentary water from the folks here at Northside. I really appreciate it. It was 86 degrees at game time by my weather app. Ryan's said 85, so what's 1 degree between friends, right?
It's chilly.
I was thinking along about another month or so we get in the sectionals, it'll be like 25 degrees at game time, right?
Don't say that.
We'll be here before you know it. Here's a play-action pass, and it's caught by Holiday Robinson for a first down. Collins to Holiday Robinson, hooking up for a 12-yard pickup.
And they just went right back to that deep slant that time, and were able to pick up a quick first down. And the Archers lead 26-13 now over Wayne.
That's starting to turn into an offensive battle.
East Noble leads 21-7 at halftime over Leo.
Okay.
Once again, at halftime, we'll have the Kelly Automotive Group halftime show for you with all the scores, and we'll update you from all the plays here in this first half.
First down for Northside at the Luers 39. Collins play action. His pass is nearly intercepted at the 25-yard line. Trapped at the 25-yard line by Johnny Sewell.
He was about 6 inches too far for that ball.
Collins now 2 of 5 for 15 yards. He's back quarterbacking the Legends. In case you're just joining us, Deuce Taylor injured earlier in this quarter on a hard hit. Looked like an injury to the left hand area. He's been taking off to the locker room. He was surrounded by trainers right after that play when he came to the bench, and we have not seen him since then.
But Collins has done a good job.
Yes. You can see the maturity and how much better now he plays at quarterback. Plays with a lot more confidence. Of course, he was a starter as a freshman. A lot of these guys were starters as freshmen. Collins on second down. Got a man out here. Holiday Robinson. Oh, he just cannot bring it in.
Oh, that was number 11. Jordan Turner, the intended target.
Sorry. I'm sorry. My bad.
But the quarterback took a big shot at the end of that play.
Yes,
and still was able to put it right on the money.
That was 11, Jordan Turner. We stand corrected. Not number 1, Holiday Robinson.
I'm just a little bit shocked they haven't tried to get him rolling here. He's got a touchdown already in this game. He's had some good runs. Coach Bavard's still taking a lot of shots deep.
3rd down and 10 at the Luers 39-yard line. 5:41 to go in the first half. Northside 12, Luers nothing. As this game hits the 1 hour mark, or thereabouts, we started a few minutes late.
Then we had a big hit to start for an injury.
Then we had an injury, yeah.
Yep.
2 receivers on each side. Line the gain is the 29. And a whistle as the ball is snapped.
I think delay of game.
Play clock's at 0. Unlike that team in Bull Durham, unlike the Durham Bulls, you can't lollygag out there. You lollygag out of the huddle.
Yeah, exactly.
You lollygag down the sidelines. You know what that makes you? Larry, lollygaggers. You never use that with your baseball teams, have you?
No, never. They would have no clue. 0.
3rd and 15. Collins to the air.
Got
and
his
it's
guy.
caught. This time by Jordan Turner. He's into the red zone, inside the 10, down to about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for the Legends.
And they'll get up to the line quickly here and try to catch Luers a little bit off guard here. It's a great play, just a deep route right down the seam, I think, by Turner. He put a lot of air underneath it. Yeah, it was right down the seam. And the only person that could catch it was Turner.
That's 3 catches for 56 yards for Turner. Collins now has thrown for 46 yards since he was pressed into the quarterback duties.
And it went.
5:24 to go in the first half.
Oh, we've got somebody throwing up on the field.
Nice. Glad I didn't see that.
Yeah, twice.
I do that after watching The Bachelorette. Now 1st and goal. Here's a pass. Too high. Incomplete. And that was intended for Jordan Turner again. So 2nd and goal for Northside at the 9-yard line.
That was number 5 that had some stomach issues. Braylon Coward, and he had to come off.
And I would imagine there's nobody near him right now.
No, they all vacated the sideline over there when he got over there because he let some more fly. So
2nd down, and there are so many things I can say right now, but I'm just going to let it lay. 2nd down and goal at the 9. 12-0 Legends looking to build their lead. Off balance eye. Running play. Look out. That play's not going to work. Flags come in. And now they're going to play. They're blowing the play dead because the running back, Alex Holiday Robinson, lost his helmet.
Yeah, there was about 3 guys that had their hands inside his face mask that time.
Well, the officials are going to earn their money on this one. That stops the clock with 5:06 to go in the first half.
It's going to be half the distance and 2nd down again.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out the spot. The spot's going to be critical, as you said, because it's half the distance. Face mask on Luers.
And Holiday Robinson able to stay in the game.
Our referee lost his hat on that one. Now he's got to sit out of play, right? You lose your hat, you got to. No.
I don't know if it's a penalty on the other team if you do. But I think he threw his hat because he had already thrown the other flag.
Yeah, that's right. He's out of equipment. He can't throw the beanbag. You only throw that on a turnover. So that's the 3rd penalty on Luers for 31 yards. The ball is at the 6. Down box says 2nd down.
Homestead extending their lead to 27-10 over the Snyder Panthers, and they win that one. They're in control of the conference.
They control their own destiny. Ball is at the 6. It's 2nd and goal. Legends on top, 12-0. Oh, a high snap. Collins throws. Picked off by Fly. Flies to the 10, to the 15, and he's brought down at the 19-yard line. So Christian Fly. Mr. Christian makes the big play defensively.
That all got started bad on the high snap as he just turned around and floated it over the middle, and Fly with the good hands. Fly's a pretty good basketball player. I don't know if you know that, Jim. One of the guards at Luers, and comes up with a big play for Luers. And now they've got 4:52 to work with here in this first half.
Boy, that's a big stop for the Knights. It could have been lights out for them if the Legends had built up a 3-touchdown lead, but it remains 12-0. Luers still very much in this football game. 4:52 to go in the first half. Remember, Luers has all 3 of their timeouts left. And Northside getting into the red zone, but they leave points on the field. Just like Luers did earlier, there's a busted play, and Fly is in trouble, and down he goes back at the 14-yard line. And there's another player who lost his helmet.
Now he'll have to come off.
Yep, one play. I tell you what, it's been such a hard-hitting game. You better strap on those chin straps real tight.
Yeah, your shoes and your chin strap, you better have buckled up tonight.
That was Retman again making the tackle, and a 5-yard loss. Ball's back at the 15-yard line, so let's make it a 4-yard loss. 2nd and 14 for Luers. We're down to 4:15 to go in the first half. Legends on top, 12-0. Legends scored in their first 2 possessions of the game, and since that time, it's been pretty much all defense. Ball at the 15 on 2nd and 14. Fly, back to throw, steps up, and he throws over the middle. Look out into coverage.
Whoa.
Incomplete, and that was nearly intercepted at midfield. Oh, my.
Was it number 14?
That was number 14 indeed.
McCarter.
And Fly is now 1 of 6 in the air. He hit his first pass. He's missed his last 5. And now Luers facing 3rd and 14 behind the sticks. Line the gains to 29. Whoa, Ward. If you're rooting for the Luers Knights here, you got to be careful. 3:56 to go in the first half. 12-0 for Northside. Fly, flushed. And he is throwing on the run. The pass is incomplete. Too low for the intended receiver on the far side, Van Lanningham. And Luers will have to punt the ball away deep in their own territory.
I would imagine Luers either has more negative or no yardage than they do positive yardage. You know what I mean? Plays.
Let's see. 28, 29, 50. I got them for 46 yards on the ground and 3 yards in the air.
Ouch.
That's 49 yards to total offense by our count. Both teams have been in the red zone. Both teams have made empty trips to the red zone, I should say. 4th and 14. Here's the punt. Ooh, my. A high, short kick. Legends get away from it, and Luers will down it, and Northside gets another short field. It'll be first down for the Legends at the Luers 46-yard line with 3:37 to go in the first half. Northside on top, 12-0.
And Northside will see if they go with a little hurry up here. I just think they need to get Robinson going. Holiday Robinson, man, when he's had the chance to run the ball, he's done good things. They've been trying to throw the ball still with Collins, but we heard they were going to do some Wildcat, but I think the injury to Taylor has kind of ruined that thus far.
Ball's at the 46-yard line. Again, we're at 86 degrees at game time. It's the warmest night of the year so far for high school football. Down to 78 degrees now. Collins sets up a screen, and they heard you, Ryan, and they try to get something going with Holiday Robinson, but the Luers defense will have none of that, and that's going to be a loss of 1 yard.
Nick Burkmeyer there, he was ready for that. He saw the offensive lineman clear out there to that right side of the field, and he just stayed home and saw Robinson catch that ball and slowed him up right away, and then the rest of the team cleaned it up.
So 2nd down and 11 now for Northside. The ball is at the Bishop Luers 47-yard line. Northside has 1 timeout left. Luers has all 3 of their timeouts remaining. The clock is moving with 3:10 to go in the first half. And, man, they're cooking up those pork burgers down there tonight.
Yeah, you can smell those, can't you?
Yeah.
They better get up there and snap the ball. They've only got 4 seconds, 3.
Oh, that's one guy's beyond the line of scrimmage, and here comes the flag. Their receiver was lined up offside.
For Northside,
and they got the play off in time, but this is going to be a false start against the Legends. If Luers takes the penalty, false start against the Legends. They only got a yard. Clock is stopped with 2:52 to go in the first half. Homecoming tonight here at Northside. The 1979 10-0 Northside Redskins football team is here. The team that did not make the playoffs because back then you got in on computer points in Indiana.
What was the old thing they used to do in college football? What was that crazy?
The BCS.
Yeah, the BCS with the computer.
Yeah. And like I said, I hope you had a chance to read that wonderful article that Ben Smith wrote in the Journal-Gazette earlier this week. 5-yard penalty makes it 2nd and 16. That pass is incomplete, broken up at the 50-yard line. Luers playing with a lot of confidence on defense right now as Jennings broke up that pass. 3rd and 16, Ryan.
Well, the big difference between Ronald Collins and Deuce Taylor is about 16 miles an hour of velocity on the ball. You know, those plays where you want to get them out to him quick, they just don't happen with Ronald Collins Jr. Deuce Taylor able to do that a little bit better than him. And Luers defense has noticed it, and then they've tightened up their D a lot more here in this second quarter.
2:36 left in the half. 12-0 Legends. Line the gain is the Luers 36 on 3rd and 16. Now that's Turner in motion. Here's Collins setting up a screen. Holiday Robinson, no way to go. And my goodness, great job by the Luers defense right there.
Number 51 on the stop.
So a loss of 7. And Will Derrick was in on that last stop as well. He's a 306-pound senior. And that play just did not work.
We'll see if Northside might let this clock wind all the way down to 1 and use that timeout.
Under 2 minutes to play now.
Nope.
Another low snap. Here's the punt. It's a line drive. It's going to take a Legends bounce, but it's going to be a short punt, and it's going to roll dead at the Bishop Luers 33-yard line. Wheels kind of coming off for here for the Legends right before halftime.
Yeah, both teams not much offense here in the second quarter. Maybe it's the heat.
That's true. It is a sultry night, and it just looks like everybody's kind of going in slow motion right now. And we're in slow motion right now. It's first and 10 for Luers at their own 33-yard line. Come on, folks. This is free. What do you expect? 1:46 to go until halftime.
Looking here at halftime, it is 28-16, Sparty over the Panthers.
28-16.
At half.
So lots of points in that game. Here's a inside screen that just does not work. Pass intended for Sir Hale. Incomplete. And the Luers passing game continues to struggle.
They had it there. They had it set up. They had motion coming here to this near sideline, and they ran somebody underneath. And they had it. It just was dropped.
Second down and 10 for Luers at their own 33, trailing 12-0. 1:41 left in the half. Knights have all 3 of their timeouts left. Here's Fly's pass, and that's dropped. Well, you can't run with the ball if you don't catch it.
They got to stop having a little bit of time here with the issues with the clock here, Jim.
Well, we're at 1:30 on the board, and we'll see if they'll reset it here.
Should be about 1:34.
Third down and 10 for Bishop Luers at their own 33-yard line. I guess we're going to keep it at 1:30. Line the gain is the 43. Fly in trouble. All the way back inside of his 20, and down he goes. That may be a fumble. There's no whistle. I don't hear a whistle. The Legends have the football.
And Fly tried to make the tackle.
And the young man who recovered the fumble for Northside inside the 20. That was Jalen Harris.
We'll see if that was no, that was a fumble.
That was a fumble, and Harris with a fumble recovery. First turnover for Luers tonight. And Northside is in business right before halftime. They're in the red zone following the Luers fumble. It'll be first down for the Legends at the Luers 16-yard line.
Big play there. I'm not sure who hit him from behind, but that's what jarred the ball loose for the Legends. Give the ball to Holiday Robinson. Have I said that tonight?
I think you have a few times. Ryan wants number 1 to get the ball here. We'll see. And they heard you. No, Collins kept it. Collins faked the handoff, kind of a belly dive fake, and a hybrid version of a belly dive, and Collins keeps it for 3.
That was actually a really good play by Collins. That was another one of those RPO plays. He saw the 2 linebackers for, the one linebacker and the corner there both backed out, and he knew that he could go to the run, and we've got a whistle.
And the clock shows 1:06 to go.
It should. Maybe they stopped it instead of letting it keep running. Oh, my goodness,
we continue to have issues with the clock here. And now the umpire talking. Is that the back judge?
Yeah, I think that. I'm not sure. I thought the clock did not, or maybe the play clock did not get reset. Now they want to wind it.
All right. A minute to go. Play clock shows 0. Yet, what in?
Yeah, the play clock still says 0s.
As Mr. Lombardi said a few years ago, what the is going on out here? 57 seconds to go. Play clock is at 0. Maybe you'll keep the play time on the
There
field.
goes.
There it goes now. All right. All right, after all that. 2nd down and 7. Here's your man, Ryan. Holiday Robinson. And he's down to about the 9-yard line. Picked up 4 in that play.
Gain of about 2. You have 3rd and about 3.
3rd down. Clock is at 44 seconds. He stopped the clock by getting out of bounds. So they need to gain the 6-yard line here. Obviously, 4-down territory for the Legends. They lead 12-0.
Actually, I believe Benavides can kick a field goal. He was kicking them from pretty good distance in warm-up.
Well, if you score a touchdown, that'll make it a 3-possession game. Here's a running play, and we won't have to worry about a field goal. Give that man 6 points. There he is. Alex Holiday Robinson, 9 yards on the spurt for the score.
A nice play there by Holiday Robinson. Kind of just went all over the place as we take one more look at this. I think they're gonna line up to kick it this time.
Well, it's 18-0, so it's 3 possessions no matter if you go for 1 or 2 points.
Yeah, Holiday Robinson just put that left foot in the ground and broke it back to the right. Nobody home for Luers, and 18-0 our score.
Kind of like in hockey when you give up a goal in the last minute. You surrender a score like that in the last minute right before halftime. That's just a killer. And the kick is good. 19-0, North Side. We'll step aside. Back with more in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome back, everybody. Jim Measel and Ryan Deller with you. Our cameraman is Dave Peterson. As the Northside Legends take advantage of a Luers turnover deep in Luers territory, they only had to go 16 yards for a touchdown. As Alex Holiday Robinson got his 2nd score of the night, 3rd of the year, a 9-yard scamper. The extra point was good. 19-0 Northside as they score with 38 seconds to go in the first half. Just a crunching, devastating blow to Luers, surrendering that score right there.
Yeah, and that came off that turnover on the fly, tried to scramble out of the pocket, hit from behind, fumbled, and set up Northside in good field position.
Here's the kick, down to the 7, and up to the 20-yard line, and no more. I believe that was Anderson who returned it. We'll get a number here and confirm it. So Luers will have it at their own 20, and they'll probably just snap it a couple of times and head off in the locker room and regroup since they have the ball at their own 19-yard line, and there's only 28 seconds to go before halftime. Homecoming here at Chambers Field. The band is getting ready over on the far side. We'll have our Drive Kelly halftime report coming up.
They're speaking your language right now. Half price sandwiches, Jim.
Well, we're a little bit too high to get down there right now.
Yeah, it's it filled in pretty good. It was pretty sparse right at kickoff, and everybody's made it here for homecoming.
First down for Luers at their own 19-yard line with just 28 seconds to go in the half. And they'll run it on. Fumble on the exchange, and Fly had to cover up on the ball at the 15-yard line for a loss of 4. And that kind of sums up the first half for Luers right there.
I think they're just going to say enough is enough.
Yep. Let's get in and regroup, fellas.
Yep, the whole coaching staff's already walking across the field.
So we have hit halftime at Chambers Field here in week number 5. It's so far a happy homecoming for the Northside Legends on the scoreboard. Halftime, Northside 19 and Bishop Luers nothing. We'll step aside. We'll come back with our Drive Kelly halftime report in just a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves, and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Chambers Field. We mentioned earlier the 1979 10-0 Northside Redskins being introduced right now. I don't know if you can recognize some of those guys down there. Some look like they can still play.
Yeah, that one jogging off the field pretty quick.
Again, they went 10-0 and missed out on making the state playoffs that year on the computer points. But they were honored here at halftime. They got a big hand from a lot of folks who probably weren't around in 1979. And I was kind of hoping they would play the song that they played in the locker room. Ain't no stopping us now.
Maybe you could just get on there and sing for him, Jim.
Well, no, I'll save that for karaoke night. But it's 19-0 here. Northside leading Bishop Luers at halftime at Chambers Field, and we'll try and pick up some of the performance from the Northside Legends band here in just a moment. The Legends lost their starting quarterback, Ryan, unfortunately. Ryan Deller, as Deuce Taylor went down with an apparent hand injury in the first half, but the Legends defense has really stepped it up here tonight.
Yeah, they've been very good. They probably have more Luers probably has more negative plays than positive plays here in the first half, and that's a testament to the good defensive line play by the Northside Legends tonight. It seems like we call Redmond in the backfield almost on every play, and they've stepped up in the injury to Taylor, which didn't look good when he walked. When you have 3 or 4 trainers and the paramedics and the police around you, either you're cussing really loud and they want you to be quiet, or it's a bad injury, and I would highly doubt we see that young man come back. So on the season he's played 5 quarters?
5 quarters.
Yeah, and sad to see that, but Northside has responded. Holiday Robinson, I'll say it again, give him the ball, give him the rock, feed him.
Give him the darn ball.
That is right. Keyshawn Johnson would be happy with me.
All right, my first half stats. First downs, 9 for Northside, 3 for Luers. Rushing yardage, Luers actually had an edge, 42-25, but a big edge for Northside in passing, 145-3. So that gave Northside an edge in total yards of 170-45.
How many of those yards were accounted by Taylor while he played?
Taylor passed for 105 yards.
Yeah, wow.
Before he went down with this injury. Both teams had a turnover, penalties, For Bishop Luers, 3 for 31 yards. And for Northside, 6 for 50 yards. The scoring, Taylor to Woods, a 34-yard TD pass with 8:33 to go in the first quarter. And then on Northside's next possession, Holiday Robinson scored from 11 yards out. Both conversions were no good, so 12-0 Northside after one. The only touchdown in the second quarter came with 38 seconds to go in the half, following a Bishop Luers fumble deep in their own territory. Holiday Robinson scampered in from 9 yards out. Benavides' extra point was good, and it was 19-0 Northside, and that's the score here at halftime on homecoming for the Northside Legends. Again, we have the Northside band performing here. We'll hear from them in just a moment. Let's run down some out-of-town scores in the SAC, the big game we're all watching. Homestead over Snyder at last report at halftime, 28-16. Also at the half is this the night for Southside. They lead Wayne 32-13 at the half. Also at the half, Dwenger leads Carroll 3-0. That's not a soccer match, that's a football game. And last we heard, Concordia and Northrop were tied at 14. Also in the ACAC, Adams Central 21-0 over Heritage. We have in the Northeast 8. We have Columbia City leading DeKalb 10-7. Huntington North over Belmont 42-6. East Noble leads Leo in a battle of unbeatens 28-7 in the third. Norwell and New Haven, we have conflicting reports on that game, so let's hold off and
confirm 21-3.
That's New Haven?
Yeah.
New Haven with a stunner working so far. So Norwell's on upset alert. 35-0 Angola over Lakeland at the half as the Hornets look for their first win of the season.
Here's the one that you've got coming up next. Just found it. It's Busco all over Prairie Heights, 30-0.
Well, that's not surprising. Busco upset last week, and you never want to face a team after they lose. Oh, boy. You want to thank the team that beat them the following week. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it. So Busco 30-0 in the third. Central Noble leads Fremont 14-6 in the second. And West Noble leading Fairfield 25-0 as the Chargers from West Noble look to go to 4-0. So, Ryan, why don't we step aside here and enjoy some of the halftime performance from the Northside Legends Marching Band. Nice job by the Northside Legends Marching Band. We hope you enjoyed the performance here at halftime as homecoming at Chambers Field continues. It's been a big night so far for the Legends. Again, the 79-10-0 team was honored at halftime. As the band marches off now to our right, we'll get the football players back out here in a moment. Ryan and Bishop Luers got some regrouping to do here, Ryan, at halftime.
They got to figure out something with that run game. They haven't done anything through the air, so if they're going to do something, it's going to have to be on the ground here in the second half. And then they're going to have to be able to slow down the passing game of the Legends, which they have not been able to do yet. So we'll see if Luers has anything left in the gas tank.
All right, again, this has been the Drive Kelly halftime report. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. Did I hear an update on the Homestead?
Yeah, Homestead just scored again. They lead 35-16.
Wow, okay. I forgot to mention at the start of halftime that Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral needed, saving you time and money. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more. Well, the Knights are coming back out of their locker room. The north side will be coming out here shortly. Why don't we take a break here? And we'll come back with more here at Chambers Field at Northside High School in just a moment. Again, your score at halftime, Northside 19, Bishop Luers nothing, here on SummitCitySports.com.
Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information,
ready for the second half. Luers kicking off to Northside. Legends on top, 19-0. There's the boot. Down about the 5. It's handled at the 5. He managed to stay in bounds somehow. The flag comes in. And the return is to the 20-yard line. Let's check out the penalty flag. As the kick was returned to the 20-yard line by Jalen Harris. He barely stayed in bounds. And we're going to get a penalty against Luers, it looks like.
Is it another personal foul?
He pointed towards the Luers side. The penalty flag is at the 17-yard line, and now we'll have a discussion.
Yep, another one.
It is 8:49 p.m.
Weren't we supposed to be out of here by now?
There have been games. We've been done by now.
Yeah, they're two of our 4 we've done together?
First 4 games, I've had running clocks in 3 of those games. And, I was mentioning it's kind of like one of those baseball games in June and July, one of those summer league games when it's like 90, 95. Nobody's moving fast.
I think they pointed the wrong direction for you, blocking the back on north side.
On north side.
Well, this will put the ball inside the 10 at the 8. And Northside with bad field position to start the second half. They lead 19-0.
Collins will stay back there at quarterback for the Legends. Deuce Taylor done for the night with a left hand injury.
Got to be careful here now. Leading 19-0 if you're Northside. And they will stick to the ground, and the Luers defense gets a big loss. Collins kept the ball, and the defense didn't buy the fake. A loss of 4. So the ball is back at the 4-yard line now. 2nd down and 14 for the Legends. Northrop, go ahead, Ryan.
I thought he was going to give the ball to Holiday Robinson there. I think you and I both were faked out on that play.
Northrop has opened up a 33-14 lead over Concordia.
Wow.
The Bruins looking to go to 3-2. 3 receivers, 2 to the left, or rather 3 to the left. Option look. Collins keeps the ball, and he has drilled. Boy, nice play defensively there by Nick Berkmeyer. You saw there why he is such an outstanding athlete at the linebacker position. Did not buy the fake whatsoever.
Brings up a third and 13. He was carrying that like Cam Newton does on that play, just holding it out there.
They spot the ball at the 6.
See if they run that screen again here, Jim. They've ran it pretty well all night long, has Northside, and we'll see if they go to it again here in this down and distance.
3rd down and 12. Line the gain is the 18. Northside on top, 19-0 early in the second half during their homecoming game. Collins in the end zone. Oh, nearly intercepted. My goodness. You know what? The Luers defense is going to have to make a big play, I think, for them to get back into the ball game.
And the safeties back there for Luers are keeping their eyes in the backfield the whole time on Collins. And they've been able to break on some balls. We've already seen one get picked off by Christian Fly, the quarterback. Now a punt coming from deep inside the end zone. And that'll send Anderson back to about the north side 40 to receive here.
Jaden Harris standing about 8 yards deep. Good snap right in the button. Gets it out of there. Short high kick. Luers will get a short field. It's fielded at the 43 to the 40, the 35, the 30, inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. An aggressive play there by Ramon Anderson. And we have a Northside player shaken up, unfortunately, down here at the 45-yard line. So they will attend to that injured player with 10:05 to go in the third quarter. Why don't we step aside? Legends lead Luers 19-0. Back with more in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Welcome back, everybody. The injured player for Northside was number 31, who's helped to the bench. That is Darius Brown, a junior, 5'7", 150 pounds. So he's been helped to the sideline, and we're ready to resume play. And Bishop Luers with a big chance to cut into that Northside 19-0 lead. We have a 10:05 to go in the third quarter. Carroll and Dwenger now tied at 3 in the third.
I got a final for you.
Already?
Yeah. Huntington North, 56-13 over the Belmont Braves.
That's a final. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. On first down, Fly hit as he throws, and he's got a completion inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line. The catch made by Anderson, and Fly hung in there. He took a hit, but he completed the pass for 8 yards.
Yeah, he held onto the ball long enough to make that defensive end commit to him, and he was able to throw it right around him. Little sidearm throw there, and then a missed tackle, and a good gain now for Luers.
Luers going without a huddle. They're into the red zone for the second time tonight. 2nd down and 2 at the north side 19. Anderson is hit at the line of scrimmage and driven back. That'll bring up 3rd down at the 19.
Well, that's four down territory for Bishop Luers the rest of the way. They're bringing in some more beef on that offensive line.
Let's see now. Homestead 35-23 over Snyder. Last we heard, Southside at 32-13 over Wayne.
It's coming, I'm telling you.
This might be the night for the Archers after a long dry spell, almost 2 years. 3rd down and 2 from the 19 for the Bishop Luers Knights. They trailed 19-0.
Look out.
That's going to be a running play for a first down, and then some. Anderson inside the 10, down to the 5, and 1st and goal for Bishop Luers as they come charging out of the locker room at halftime, and they try to assert themselves here. Well, you just kind of start to feel mojo starting to turn towards the Knights here. 8:43 to go in the third quarter. They're looking to get on the board for the first time tonight. 1st and goal from the 5 for Bishop Luers. They trailed 19-0. They're going no huddle. Plenty of time on the play clock. Need to score in this possession. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. They'll keep it on the ground and give that man 6 points. Touchdown, Bishop Luers. A 5-yard touchdown for C.J. Hale.
Wow. Just a simple dive play right up the middle. Strong running by Hale all evening, and now a chance for Luers to cut into this lead here. And we've still got 3:18 to play here.
8:18.
Is it 8:18? It is 8:18.
Well, we got to look around that goalpost sometimes. Here's the extra point attempt now. It's spotted, it's booted, it's in that direction, and the kick is good. The kick is good by Carter Drake. New score on the board, 8:18 remaining in the third. Northside 19, Bishop Luers 7. Back with more in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Well, Ryan, the Bishop Luers Knights taking advantage of a short field there as the Legends backed up on their opening possession of the second half, forced to punt from deep in their own territory. A nice punt return, and Luers playing some smash mouth football on that possession.
Think they go onside kick maybe here, Jim?
I don't know. You don't want to give them decent field position if you don't execute the onside kick. Northside's got 6 guys up there at the 50-yard line, but the ball is kicked deep, and it's down to about the 10-yard line, up to the 20, the 25 to the 30. Flag comes in, and the kick returner
Ouch.
is Jalen Harris, and he's down at about the 32-yard line, and we'll check out the penalty flag. It seems like we've had a flag on every kickoff tonight.
Yep, and I got a score update for you, Jim. It's Northrop 33, Concordia 27 with 1 second to play in the third quarter.
So the Cadets have come back. We got some points flying around tonight around the SAC, except for the Carroll Drenger game, which is a soccer score.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you another score on that, but there's just nothing there.
Well, we got a flag, a penalty against Northside. Second straight time they've been penalized on a kickoff. And this will push them back to the 22-yard line. That's penalty number 8 against Northside for 68 yards. Their lead is down to 12, 19-7 Legends over the Bishop Luers Knights. We have 8:05 to go in the third quarter. Northside's got to get it back going here offensively. They had a 3-and-out in their opening possession of the second half. Ronald Collins III back in at quarterback. As starter Deuce Taylor injured his hand in the first half, and he's out of the game. They may be out for a while. Collins, the bomb, and it's up for grabs at midfield, trying to make an acrobatic catch with Jordan Turner, but it's incomplete. And that brings up second down and 10 now for Northside at their own 22-yard line. 7:51 to go in the third.
And the Snyder defensive backs are getting torched tonight. Another touchdown for Luke Goody as he hits Jared Kistler in the fourth quarter. The score is 42-23.
Ooh, that's a Goody headache.
Yeah, that is a Goody headache there. It's going to drive Coach Tittman crazy.
On second down, the Legends run it. And across the 25 to the 27-yard line for a gain of 5 in the play. I believe I didn't get a number. I'm sorry. So it's third down and 5 for Northside at their own 27-yard line.
It's Southside 32, Wayne 19.
We're told Holiday Robinson was the ball carrier on that last play. So he's carried the ball 4 times, or check that 5 times for 40 yards tonight. On third down, a couple of missed tackles, and Northside's going to get a first down with plenty of room to spare out to midfield as Holiday Robinson running hard, picking up about 25 yards.
He was almost taken down by Birkmeyer in the backfield and then broke another tackle and comes up with a huge stiff arm. Comes right down this near sideline right at us and steps out of bounds and probably needs some water.
Boy, the Legends needed that run.
Yeah, that slowed down the momentum of Luers' defense. I don't know if you had this one, Jim, but it's Southside 32, Wayne 19.
Okay. Wayne trying to get back into that ball game, down 13. Low snap from center, and Collins out of the shotgun has to fall on the ball and lose yardage. About 5 yards lost on that play. That'll bring up second down and 15 for the Legends at their own 49-yard line. 6:37 to go in the third quarter. Northside 19, Bishop Luers 7. This one is still up for grabs.
It is. We saw the Luers defense shut down Northside on their first possession, made them kick out of their own end zone, a good return, and in the end zone about 5 plays later. They need a big stop here.
On second and 15 from the Legends 49, option look. Collins pitches it back now, and it's a gain of 7 yards for Holiday Robinson. And that'll bring up third down and 8 for Northside.
And this is where they'll throw that quick slant to one of the receivers. See if they set 2 receivers to each side like they've been doing all night and just run one over the one a little bit deeper than the other one, and that one underneath the receiver's been open all night.
Holiday Robinson, by our count, 7 carries for 75 yards. He also has 2 touchdowns in this game. Line the gain is to 36 for the Legends. 3rd down and 8, 6:09 to go in the third quarter. 19-7, Northside with the lead. Big 3rd down play here. High snap, Collins scrambling, flag is down, and Collins just throws the ball away.
And that's another penalty.
That's intentional grounding.
So we got a hold on the Legends and an intentional grounding, and look where they spotted the intentional grounding
from.
Oh
my, this is going to be big. Our referee, again, second time tonight, he was forced to throw his hat because he had already thrown his flag.
I mean, you take the penalty. You don't take the penalty here. It makes it 4th down.
It's 4th down. Here's the hold.
And loss of down.
An intentional grounding. Well, the intentional grounding is 7 yards further back, so it's half of one and 6 of the other, I guess.
So it's still going to be 4th down regardless.
No matter what.
Yeah. But it's going to be a really long 4th down now.
Or you can take what's behind door number 1 or door number 2 or door number 3.
Are you Wayne Brady, or who was the guy that used to run that? Do that?
Oh, Monty Hall.
Monty Hall.
That was back in the day. So you watch that show in the daytime when you were homesick from school and wondering, are these people from this planet?
Yeah, no kidding.
They take the intentional grounding, so that'll be a loss of 5 yards. 73 yards in penalties against Northside tonight. And Northside will have to punt the ball away here. You get the feeling the Legends are just trying to hold on.
Yeah, if I'm Luers, I'm dialing up some pressure here. I might not put anybody back and just go after this punt. There's another low snap.
Harris gets it out of there. Good punt. Fair catch taken at the 27-yard line by Johnny Sewell. So the Luers Knights will start from their own 27, 5:56 to go, third quarter. All these stoppages lengthening the game for Luers.
Absolutely, and you see the offensive line come out for Luers on that right now, and they're all slapping hands and high fives and have a lot of energy, and that certainly has helped them here in this second half. Although they had a short field last time, they were able to move the ball on the ground with both running backs.
Yeah, it just seems like the energy level switched at halftime to the guys wearing the white shirts. Northside looks a little flat right now. First down for Luers at their own 27. They trailed 19-7. And Fly, a nice fake, keeps the football, gets about 3 yards. And there's that man again, Redmond, making a tackle for Northside.
Yeah, it was a good play there. He got it strung out here to the left side, but a good read by the quarterback that time. Fly, he saw the end come down, so he kept it. And although that defensive end caught up to him eventually, it was a good read there. And Luers now in the hurry-up.
5:48 to go, third quarter, as Fly got out of bounds to stop the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. Hale, running room, may have another first down out to the 38-yard line, and yep, they're going to spot him down there. C.J. Hale ripping off 8 yards and a first down for Luers.
I think the defense of the Legends is a little winded. They're starting to put some subs in there.
First down to Luers.
The weather and conditioning now. Conditioning starts to play a factor in this heat.
Crazy to think August was colder than it is here in September.
You know, back home in Michigan, we did not have a 90-degree day this year in August.
Wow.
Here's Fly flying around. He is going to run with it and gets yardage and almost a first down.
Holy cow. He went right into the coolers over there.
Well, there's one for the blooper reel. So we've had somebody lose their lunch over there. We've had quarterbacks running into the Gatorade.
Yeah, that lunch was lost at about the 30-yard line here on this east end of the field.
All right, we'll just stay away from there. Fly picked up 8. Second down and 2 for Luers at their own 46. They trailed 19-7, but they've had the edge in play here in the second half. Well, that's going to be awfully close. It's going to be a very interesting spot. Right at the marker is Hale.
Yeah, I'm looking at the official. It looks like it's about.
Are they going to measure?
They should.
You don't see them measure very much anymore. Nope. Not a first down.
If it's close, they just go first down.
Yep. I've noticed that. I guess they want to keep the game moving. Speaking of which, clock is running. 4:40 left in the third quarter. Third down and about a foot. They spread the offense out here. 2 receivers on this side, 1 to the right. They may be checking off now. Plenty of time on the play clock, 8 seconds. Yeah, they are checking off. Play clock's down to 4, 3. They get the play off in time, and it's a running play for a first down. Nothing fancy. Luers scoring the smash mouth route here offensively in the second half.
Nice job there by Christian Fly to get the tailback there in the right position to find the soft spot in that Legends defense. And here comes Luers. They are starting to get some momentum.
And, their offensive line now, John Madden used to talk about getting into a rhythm, and they're doing a nice job now. This rushing attack is establishing itself. They're getting about 4 or 5 yards a pop, getting positive yards on every play. Ball's at the Legends 46. First down from Luers. Fly. He wants it deep. He's got a man. It's caught. And give that man 6 points. Touchdown, Luers.
That's Glenn. Brody Glenn with the long touchdown pass. How many yards was that?
47 yards. Fly to Glenn.
Wow. And just like that, here comes Bishop Luers.
19-13 with 3:39 to go. Conversion pending for the Knights. This will cut it down to 5 points, and we got ourselves a 1-possession game. Carter Drake is on to try the extra point. Plenty of time on the play clock as one player was tardy getting out there, and we'll probably hear about it. This will make it a 5-point Legends lead. It's in that direction, and the kick is good. New score on the board, 3:39 to go in the third. It's now Northside 19, Bishop Luers 14. Back with more in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Chambers Field. We got ourselves a ball game here. Bishop Luers has scored twice in the second half. There's a kick near the sidelines again, staying in bounds.
Look out.
Harris, a big run. Out to midfield. Harris finally stays on his feet.
He's gone.
Somehow. And give that man 6 points. But there is a flag down on the play at the 30-yard line. Hold the phone.
It was a block in the back, and it was actually kind of after. It was, he tackled him, and it was well after the play. He really didn't even probably have to do it, but he did. And it'll bring that ball back from about, I'm going to say right about the 29-yard, right at the 30-yard line. So they're going to get the ball around the 40. But a huge return.
Well, we had a long touchdown for North in the first week against Snyder called back on the penalty. You remember that?
Yeah, we sure did.
And it looks like this one is getting called back.
And I see some more laundry laying back here at the 35-yard line.
And we got another official without a hat on.
Holy cow. The officials are going to need to ice down their arms tonight.
Yeah, the first flag was thrown on the other side of the field at about the 34-yard line.
How about this one for you? Central Noble got beat by Fremont.
Yes.
20-17.
And Fremont moves to 3-2.
Well, they say the first 3-win season since 2012.
Yeah, they've had some down years, so that's good for that community up there in Steuben County. They will mark off the penalty from the 34th, so a big kickoff return goes for naught because of the penalty. And the penalties continue to build for Northside. That's their 10th flag for 83 yards. Luers has been penalized 3 times for 31 yards. 3:17 to go, third quarter. We'll be home in time for the golf show tomorrow morning.
Yeah, football tomorrow, Jim?
Yep, but it's a 4 o'clock kick, thank goodness.
Oh, you'll get a little bit of rest. I have volleyball tonight, tomorrow night here on Summit City Sports.
Or maybe tonight, the way it's going on.
Muncie Burris travels up here to take on Carroll.
At the Charger Dome.
Yep.
First down at the 24 for Northside out of all that. And they'll keep it on the ground. And, boy, Mojo is on Luers' side right now.
They're just swarming to the ball. Is a player down?
We got a Luers player a little bit slow to get up, and he will need some assistance. No gain in the play. So the clock is stopped with exactly 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. And
he got up and walked off.
Okay, so we'll resume play now. We should get that clock cranked up here shortly. Legends 19, Knights 14. Under 3 minutes to play now in the third quarter. No gain in that last play. Second down and 10 at the 24-yard line for the Legends. They led 19-0 at halftime. Play action fake. Collins throws. Incomplete. Flag is thrown. In fact, the play was being blown down.
Somebody moving early for Northside. That came from way back here from the judge who usually calls a delay of game. Maybe it was a legal substitution. I don't know.
Our man in the white hat, his crew is they're earning their money here tonight. The illegal substitution against Luers. And that'll be 5 yards against the Knights.
And Coach Lindsay out on the field having a discussion with the official that threw that flag. Did you see somebody come on late for them?
I don't know. And Lindsay, boy, his chili's running a little hot right now.
Yeah, he's all over that official.
He will be for the rest of the game, let me tell you. High snap. Collins pass deflected. Look out. It's a pick at the 25-yard line.
Was that number 33?
Yes, sir.
But give the assist to Nick Berkmeyer. He's the one who got his big paw up there and deflected it.
Noah Harnish.
We have a player down.
Noah Harnish with the pick for Bishop Luers. That's the second Legends turnover tonight. They'll have the ball at the north side 25 with 2:20 left in the third quarter. And we do have a Bishop Luers player down and in some pain here at the 30-yard line. And I can't not pick out a number. So why don't we, can we step aside?
It looks like, give me 1 second here, Jim, and then we'll take a commercial break. We're sending out a tweet.
Okay, and it looks like the officials are sending the players to their sidelines. This may be a situation where they're going to have a water break here with this hot night.
All right, I think we're ready.
All right, why don't we step aside? 2:20 left in the third. Northside leads 19-14. Back in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599. Keep your skills on point and take advantage of the Always 100 basketball camps. The Holiday Hoops Developmental Camp is for ages pre-K through 8th grade. You'll work on shooting, dribbling, passing, and defense December 24th through January the 2nd on Tuesday and Thursdays. And the Always 100 Pro Camp 2020 takes you to the next level. It's the real college experience.
All right, the injured player for Bishop Luers, Will Derrick, goes off the field. And following the timeout, here's a swing pass, and look at this room. Hale inside the 10, down to the 9. And Luers is 9 yards away from taking the lead.
And they gave Northside a little bit of their own medicine on a screenplay. Northside's been running them, and Hale gets one this time and gets down there close to the goal line again. And it's first and goal.
First and goal. First down, number 9 for Bishop Luers. They keep it on the ground, and getting down to about the 4-yard line was Hale.
Yeah, I think you just keep it on the ground. They've done a nice job down there.
Boy, has this game turned around since halftime. 1:43 to go in the third. Bishop Luers knocking on the door. A touchdown will put them ahead. Kind of quiet over here on the Legends side right now.
Very quiet. I think a player got sent off the field.
Fry looking over towards the Bishop Luers bench for the play. Plenty of time on the play clock, 15 seconds. The ball is at the 4. Second and goal for Bishop Luers. And again, Hale off the right side. It's going to be stopped at the 2. So the drama builds.
I think you run a little option play here with your quarterback and your running back Hale, because the Legends are getting slow getting up off the turf here. Under a minute now in the third quarter.
Check that. Third down and goal. Third and goal from the 2. 26 in the play clock. Off balance eye. Hale again. Stuffed and driven back. Fourth and goal upcoming.
I don't know. Would you try a field goal here, Jim? You've had momentum.
It would cut the lead to 2 if they went that route.
And then another field goal gives you the win. And this is basically an extra point if you go for that.
I don't see a kicker out there.
And the play clock still hasn't started. Oh, they don't need to. It's under 10 seconds to go here in this third quarter. I think they're not going to run a play.
8, 7, 6 seconds. They're running out the clock. Third quarter comes to an end. Northside 19, Bishop Luers 14, but the Luers Knights will be on the door when we come back to start the fourth quarter in just a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Well, the Bishop Luers offense came to life in that third quarter. In that third quarter, they had 66 yards through the air and another 45 on the ground. So through 3 quarters, 156 yards of total offense for Luers. They controlled that third quarter, and now on fourth and goal from the 1-yard line, we start the fourth quarter. The Knights looking to take the lead, trailing 19-14. Off balance eye. Hale.
No, he does not get
stuffed.
it.
The Legends defense keeps them out of the end zone. And that was just simply a matter, Ryan, of the red shirts winning the battle in the trenches against the white shirts.
Yeah, look at the replay. They put an extra person on the right side, but they decided to go to the left with the run. And big old number, I want to see what that number was there. I think it was 51 maybe that was in there early. And he was the one that, it was either 51 or 54 was the one who slowed that up early, and now it's inside the 1 yard line.
Well, if it was 54, that was Devontae Rogers, senior defensive tackle.
That's who it was then, because he was way back there.
5'11", 240 pounds. So what a stop for the Legends. And again, Luers, an empty trip to the red zone. That's 2 of them tonight. So the Legends somehow managed to keep a 19-14 lead, but they started their own 1 yard line. And look at this running room. Here it goes. A big run down the near side for Holiday Robinson.
50 yards on that. 55 yards.
Waiting for them to spot the ball before I tell you where the ball's going to be at. They're going to spot it still in Legends territory. Well, now let's see. Where's it going to be at, fellas? 45-yard line?
Yeah, they spotted him out of bounds in his own.
Okay, it's a 44-yard gain.
Just shy of midfield now that was a huge play. That's a momentum changer right there.
That puts them over 100 yards, 119 on 8 carries tonight for Holiday Robinson. Yeah, last 2 plays, big ones for the Legends. Holiday Robinson not going 44 yards this time. He was stopped after a gain of 1 at the 46-yard line by Grant Bro.
What do you got Holiday Robinson with now? He's well over
20 yards.
Yeah, so he's making a bid to be the Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game tonight.
Ball just over the 45. Time now becoming a factor. Clock moving. 11:05 remaining in regulation. North side hanging on. They lead 19-14 over the Bishop Luers Knights, trying to beat the Knights for a second straight year and trying to win back-to-back games for the first time in 4 years. 3 receivers to the right. Another high snap. Collins. That's going to be a shovel pass because he...
Yeah, it was forward.
Now, was he over the line of scrimmage? He was not. Holiday Robinson. That's going to be a pass. I'm going to count that as a pass.
Yeah, that ball definitely went forward. That was directly in front of us. It's a good play there by Ronald Collins. You know, right now is the time that all the time he spent at quarterback the last 2 years as a freshman and a sophomore is going to start to pay off here for the Legends. I mean, he made something good out of that. That was a high snap again.
10:15 left in regulation. Line the gains to 45 for the Legends. 3rd down and 3. Off balance eye now. Collins under center. Tailback has it. Holiday Robinson, first down. Across the 45 to the 41-yard line. 7 yards to the north side. First down.
Just simple simple dive right there up the middle as they got the quarterback under center again. And, you know, when they've done that, they've really picked up some pretty good yards when the quarterback's under center. They did it with Taylor, and they're doing it with Ronald Collins. And we look at Holiday Robinson. He's got his hands on his head. And maybe, Coach, call a pass play here.
Ball is at the Bishop Luers 41-yard line. Clock running. 9.5 minutes left in regulation. North side with the ball and a 19-14 lead. High snap. Look out. Collins going after the football along with Holiday Robinson.
That's Luers' ball.
They have it.
No, they spotted him down. That ball was on his rear end.
It's still north side football according to the guy in the white hat. And Holiday Robinson took the worst of that.
I don't think Coach Lindsay's going to send any Christmas cards to these officials tonight.
That's a big loss.
And they've been flirting with that for a long time tonight.
16-yard loss in that play. So 2nd down and 26 now for Northside at their own 43. 8:40 left. Clock moving. Northside 19. Bishop Luers 14. Here's the 4-receiver formation to the right. This is basically a naked look for Collins and nothing doing. Luers smelled that play coming. No gain. 3rd and 26. And that was Jacob Krieger who made the tackle, number 88, a senior. So he's been around the block a few times.
Well, the Legends players definitely gassed here. I don't even know if Holiday Robinson was in on that last play.
Well, as wrestling coaches tell their wrestlers in the third period in the final minute of a match, come on, suck it up, let's go.
Short time, let's go. Yeah, I've heard that one before. Screen coming here, I'll bet.
Well, they need the Luers 32. That's the line to get. Play clock's at 2. It's at 1. They get the play off, and there's another high
fumble.
snap. Collins can't get it. It's still loose and finally corralled at the 25-yard line by Jordan Turner. But that's going to be another big loss of 17 yards.
And worse yet, now they're going to be kicking from about their own 10-yard line.
So
and they've had trouble with snaps here, Jim.
Yes.
I don't know if the players are getting the perspiration on their hands. The center's got it or something, or maybe we're getting some dew on the grass here as we get
It's 9:30.
Yeah. That's your bedtime, isn't it? Lawrence Welk's already almost over at this point, isn't he?
Thank you. Wonderful. Play clock's at 5.
And they're not going to get this off.
5 seconds, 4, 3. Good snap.
Do.
Harris gets it out of there.
Shanked it.
Short kick. Luers gets away with it. And the Legends get a nice 15-yard bounce. It rolls dead at the Bishop Luers 34-yard line. 6:45 remaining. Luers, 2 empty trips to the red zone tonight. The last one, they were stopped at the 1. And they get the ball back. They've control play here in the second half after Northside built a 19-0 halftime lead. And now you look back, Ryan, at that turnover Luers gave up in the final minute of the first half, which led the points, and that looks awfully big now.
Sure does, and Northside has failed on 2 PATs, so that could come in big here in this final 6:45.
2 receivers to this side, 1 to the left. Bishop Luers starts at their own 35-yard line. And they'll run it for a couple of yards, maybe 3 yards to the 38. As Hale has had a very busy night, carried the ball for 3 there. That's 13 carries and 44 yards for Hale tonight. Clock is definitely a factor. We're down to 6:22. 19-14 Northside. Second down and 7. Timeouts. Everybody's got their full allotment remaining. 3 on each side. Second and 7. Play action. Fly. Throws on the run and nearly intercepted. Broken up here on the near side.
Harris almost picked that off.
That's going to bring up third down. Can the Northside defense make another stand here? They preserved their lead earlier at their own 1-yard line. 6:01 left in regulation. Drama builds here at Chambers Field on homecoming night for the Legends.
Southside leads 38-19.
And it looks like the Archers' long losing streak is ending at 17. 3rd and 7. Fly sets up a screen. He's got blockers. Hale to the 50. Hale to the 40. Hale finally is corralled at the 36-yard line.
Had that set up perfectly. They ran basically the same play, Jim, to the right side. And this time they just kept all those offensive linemen over there on the left side, and they ran that screen back the other way. And they had a wall set up and a huge play for Bishop Luers.
First down at the north side, 36. 5:25 remaining. The clock is moving. North side 19. Bishop Luers 14. Hale. No, it's a play action fake, and it's incomplete.
He was looking for Glenn again.
They hooked up earlier on a 47-yard touchdown pass. Fly is thrown for 95 yards tonight. Second down and 10. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 5:13 remaining in regulation. Northside led 19-0 at halftime. They're leading now 19-14. Luers with a pair of third-quarter touchdowns, making things snug. Second and 10. Running play.
Nothing there.
Nothing doing. As the ball carrier is going to be dropped for a big loss. That's Anderson with no place to go. Let's see where they're going to spot him down.
2 huge plays by that young man here in the second half. The ball at the 1-yard line on 4th and 1. He came up with the big stop, and right there he drops him for about a 7-8 yard loss.
They spot the ball at the 41 of Northside, so it's a loss of 15. Line the gain is the 26 for Luers. 4:41 to go. fly, sets up the screen again.
Oh.
It's dropped.
Hit him right between the numbers.
That falls under the category of want to get away.
It sure does.
4:35 to go. Let's see what Coach Lindsay wants to do here on 4th and 15. Looks like he's got the punt team out there, Ryan.
Yeah, and you're going to probably want his punter to try to angle something to
Yep.
one of the sides rather than right down the middle. Both teams having some troubles here with the snaps here in this half, and the late player getting on the field now for Luers.
Ben Jennings to punt it away, and he does.
Oh, that might got tipped.
That one straight up the elevator shaft, and it takes a north side bounce. It's touched by a Luers man at the 29. So that is only about a 13-yard punt right there.
Well, Luers has all 3 timeouts. They're going to need them here, and they're going to have to get stops here quick to get this ball back. And it's going to be a steady dose of Holiday Robinson coming up from the Northside Legends. I keep the ball in that young man's hand. He's had the hot hand here tonight for the Legends.
4:22 remaining. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left. Northside 19, Luers 14, and now, all right, they got to reset the play clock. Now we're ready to go.
And the snaps, they're going to put him under center. They're going to take care of that high snap. Yeah.
That's one way of dealing it. Off balance eye to the left here. This is old school football. Turner, the man in motion. Tailback gets it. Holiday Robinson got away and got about 4 yards to the 33. We got Holiday Robinson with 131 yards on 11 carries tonight and 2 touchdowns. Ball is at the 33-yard line. Luers decides to let the clock run. Under 4 minutes to play now. Northside 19, Luers 14. 2nd down and 6 for the Legends. Play clock is at 15 as they break the huddle. Line the gain is to 39. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. And Collins hands the ball off, and this time Holiday Robinson is dropped for a loss. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Surprised they didn't use one of their timeouts right there. Who was that came down crashed right down the line? Was it Krieger again?
Yep, number 80. Or check that. That was Grant Broll.
Yeah. Beat the left tackle on that play and right in there to drop Holiday Robinson. They're in no hurry. Down to 3 minutes to go. A stop here, I bet they use one of those timeouts.
Line the gain is to 39 for Northside. 3rd down and 7. Legends lead 19-14. Holiday Robinson cuts it back to the inside and will get the 1st down. Oh, my.
And that was all Holiday Robinson on that play.
What an effort. You know he's out of gas. He's on this hot night. He's going to sleep good tonight, I'll tell you that right now.
They pitched it to him good and deep in the backfield, and he got a good read on where everything was lining up. And he got his shoulders north-south and barreled through there for a 1st down. And now Luers will have to use their timeouts on every stoppage.
The sands of the hourglass are starting to run out here. We're down to 2:25. 1st down for Northside at the 41. They keep it on the ground. And
great tackle.
What a tackle. Oh, my.
Number 40. Or is that 40 or 10 again? Krieger.
Ben Jennings made the tackle for Luers. And
timeout.
Timeout taken. Let's keep it here. Kind of reset things. So 2:15 left. 2 timeouts left for Luers. 3 remaining for Northside. And Northside leads 19-14.
Hey, I got a tightened up score here. It's a 38-27 now, South over Wayne, and they're in the 4th.
A lot of points tonight in the SAC, except for the Carroll Dwenger game.
And Concordia and Northrop headed to overtime at 33 apiece. They make that. Now, I don't know if this is final or not because it doesn't say. It says Northrop 40, Snyder Concordia 33. So I don't know if Concordia hasn't had the ball.
Okay.
And Snyder has tightened the game up with 2 minutes to go. They trail 49-36, so a shootout there in that game. And Dwenger wins 10-3 tonight over Carroll in a low-scoring game.
The Dwenger defensive coordinator is the only happy coordinator in Fort Wayne tonight.
Yeah, Casey Kolkman, a friend of me and Dave Peterson's here, and he'll be happy with that.
That's going to be a loss of yards. And Luers will burn their second timeout. 2:01 to go. That leaves them with one timeout. And when play resumes, Northside will be facing 3rd down and 11 from their own 39-yard line. Line the gain is to 50. It's been a interesting homecoming game tonight for the Northside Legends. They jumped out to a 19-0 lead. Unfortunately, they lost their starting quarterback, Deuce Taylor, to a hand injury in the first half. Young man who started the year at quarterback, Ronald Collins III, has been calling the signals since the second quarter. Luers fighting back here in the second half after falling behind at halftime, 19-0. I don't know what Coach Lindsay told his guys at halftime, but he maybe should bottle that speech.
Yeah, he did a good job of getting his guys ready to go, made some adjustments, got his team back into it. Do they have one final push in this game? Once again, I want to thank all of our sponsors tonight, Kelly Automotive Group, the Acme Bar and Grill, Kurt's Mio, Indiana Wesleyan, Tom Steel Tire, Big Eyed Fish, Alice Teca, which is right behind us, by the way, and Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning, and, of course, Parkview Sports Medicine.
All right, one timeout left for Luers. 2:01 left in regulation. 3rd down and 11 for Northside from their own 39. And they're going to pass it. Collins throws.
Stop and go.
And it's going to be incomplete. Incomplete on the near side. Intended for Ryan Collins. An excellent job there by Joe Derrick here on the corner, number 6.
A little stop and go move there by the wide receiver. So Northside gambles on that play and threw one deep and almost worked. Almost worked. Derrick was able to get back there in time to deflect the ball or just get it out of the way. Now here comes a dangerous punt. And they are going to put everybody up there. Luers is low snap.
Harris in trouble. He gets away. He's at a 40.
He's going to get the first
45.
down.
First down. 40, 35, still going. Out of bounds. There's your ball game right there.
It is. That'll do it.
Wow, Coach Brevard put that play in the playbook. And the Legend fans cheer below us on a play that looked like it was going to be a disaster. But it turns into gold for the Legends.
Wow. All of that hard work and a botched snap turns into a first down. We got it on the Traction AP replay here. As we see hopefully that young man that fielded that low one also plays baseball, because that was just like that was a perfect technique for an outfielder as he fielded the low. And we have a flag on the field. Not sure what that was. They might have called taunting.
Well, we'll check it out. This comes with 1:41 to go in regulation, and it looks like Northside is going to hang on here. Luers does have one timeout left, and now Northside will take a timeout. So why don't we step aside here? 19-14 favor of the Legends. Back with more in a moment on SummitCitySports.com. Welcome back, everybody. Out of the timeout, 1:41 to go. Northside just trying to run out the clock now. And Holiday Robinson picking up big yardage on first down, and Bishop Luers will burn their final timeout. They cannot stop the clock anymore.
How many yards does Robinson have?
I got him for 144 yards on 14 carries and 2 touchdowns. Very worthy of our Player of the Game award.
Yes, I totally agree with you.
Let's give it to him.
All right, he'll be your Parkview Sports Medicine Player of the Game. At the end of the game, the Alice Tech postgame show, we'll be down on the field getting an interview with Coach. We're assuming, we're just assuming that this is going to hold out and have Coach Brevard and Holiday Robinson here on SummitCitySports.com. Don't forget, tomorrow night here on Summit City Sports, we'll be out at Carroll High School. Muncie Burris will come up, about the 2-hour drive out to Carroll, take on the Chargers. That game will start at 6 p.m. I'll be on the call out there. That should be a great volleyball match. In fact, Jim, I looked at the two teams' schedule. It's hard not to find a team that wasn't ranked at the time they played them. They haven't played each other yet, but the other teams they have played in matches, they've played all ranked teams. Muncie Burris has one of the toughest schedule every year, and Carroll this year has gone ahead and scheduled big-time games as well.
All right, that'll be in the Charger Dome tomorrow night. Again, Luers out of timeouts. The ball is inside the 20 at the 19-yard line, 2nd down and 4. Northside just looking to run the clock out now. Holiday Robinson, he's going to be stopped at the 15-yard line.
And they're going to say first down.
He's right at the stick. First down, Legends. Now that's going to wrap it up. And we got the Legends with 14 first downs tonight. Right now, Luers wishes they could have a mulligan on that first half.
They sure do, and they want that play back at that the 1-yard line there at the end of the third quarter. And let's see a couple kneel downs here. And
yep, a couple of knees.
That'll be it. And Holiday Robinson picked up how many on that one? 3?
I had him for 4 in that last game.
So he's got 148 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yes, sir.
For that young man, and big night for him. And the Legends, they're going to hold on.
We'll have to take one more snap here. So it's going to be a happy homecoming for the folks at Northside. They will win back-to-back games for the first time in 4 years and move to 2-3. Bishop Luers battled hard tonight after falling behind 19-0 at halftime. But the Luers Knights will come up short and fall to 1-4. One more snap. And be time for a big celebration. We wish Deuce Taylor the best, young man who got hurt in the first half. There's the knee by Collins, and guess what? There will be no more football played here tonight. That's all there is. There ain't no more. Play the fight song, Northside. You've earned it. Final score, the Northside Legends 19 and the Bishop Luers Knights 14. We'll come back with our post-game wrap-up. Ryan will hopefully get us a couple of interviews down in the field. All that in just a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599. Keep your skills on point and take advantage of the Always 100 basketball camps. The Holiday Hoops Developmental Camp is for ages pre-K through 8th grade. You'll work on shooting, dribbling, passing, and defense December 24th through January the 2nd on Tuesday and Thursdays. And the Always 100 Pro Camp 2020 takes you to the next level. It's the real college experience for grades 1 through 12. It's June 8th through June 11th at Trine University.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve.
At high school, it's legend and an insider tonight, 1914 Luers, and
All right, well, we're hoping to get a post-game.
Are we back?
Yeah, let's do it.
Back
Go ahead.
live here at Chambers Field. With me, Holiday Robinson, your Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. Unofficial, my count, 148 yards and 2 touchdowns. Great job tonight.
Not too bad, thank you.
On homecoming, it's even sweeter, right?
We started out good, and then we slowed down for a little bit, but we ended up with the victory. That's all I can ask for.
Excellent job. I got to say, behind the offensive line, your play at one out around the 50 was a great job.
Thank you. I just try to read every hole, and my offensive line, they're not always.
All right, great job tonight, young man. Good luck the rest of the way. We'll see you again here on Summit City Sports.
Thank you.
Yep. We're waiting for Coach Brevard. I'm not sure if he's going to be with us or not, and he may be over to good here from North. Right now, he should celebrate, and we'll send it back upstairs to Jim Measle.
All right, our wireless mic cutting out there. Sorry about that, folks. But 19-14, the final score here as the Northside Legends defeat the Luers Knights. Recapping the scoring, Northside scored 3 touchdowns in the first half, 2 in the first quarter. Deuce Taylor hooking up on a 34-yard touchdown pass to Woods. Rodney Woods with the touchdown reception from 34 yards out. And then with 3:22 to go in the first quarter, Alex Holiday Robinson scampered in from 11 yards out. That made it 12-0 for Northside after just one touchdown late in the second quarter with 38 seconds to go. In the half, Holiday Robinson from 9 yards out. That made it 19-0 for Northside. Luers came back and got 2 scores in the third quarter as C.J. Hale scored from 5 yards out, and then Christian Fly hooked up with Brody Glenn on a 47-yard touchdown pass. It was 19-14 Northside after 3. Luers had a great chance to take the lead early in the fourth quarter, but they were stopped at the 1, and Luers could not get close to the end zone the rest of the game. Northside hangs on for the victory, 19-14. And we'll give you some final numbers unofficially for stats. For Luers, they had 10 first downs compared to 14 for Northside. Rushing yards, 97 for Northside, 84 for Luers. Luers had 95 yards through the air, while the Legends had a total of 152 yards in the air. So That gave Northside an edge in total yards, 249 to 179. 1 turnover for Luers, 2 for Northside. Penalty yardage, 10 for 83 yards against Northside, 4 penalties for 36 yards against Luers. But the statistic that matters is the score up there on the board. Northside 19, Bishop Luers 14 there, Ryan.
The excellent job by Coach Brevard down the stretch. Steady dose of our Parkview Sports Medicine Player of the Game. Alex Holiday Robinson, I don't know what you caught of that, but a good young man there, as he deserves to get that award tonight.
Yeah, he was very important in the fourth quarter there as Northside was looking to burn off the clock, and he made some big plays and well-deserved award.
I think that fourth quarter was the fastest quarter by far of all the four we had.
Yeah. All right, well, that's pretty much the story here tonight at Chambers Field as this crowd now files out. And it was a happy homecoming for the Legends. And Ryan and I will be back with you. We don't know where yet, next Friday night. But we'll be...
Oh, let's take a look. Where are the games next week? Did you go over that?
No, we haven't talked about that. We were this was such an exciting game in the fourth quarter as Northside was trying to hang on. I didn't use my filler material for a change.
Well, I got them for you right here, Jim.
All right, I dug up mine. Let's see. Luers will be hosting Northrop. That'll be on Redeemer Radio, by the way. Our good friends at Redeemer will have that one. Northside back here. They'll be hosting Homestead next week. Carroll travels to Southside. Dwangers at Concordia. And Snyder will be hosting Wayne as we get into the second half of the high school football season. And enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the action here. Ryan, a pleasure again working with you.
Yeah, great, Jim. Glad to be back after a little break, much-needed break down in the Florida in the Sunshine State, as I like to call it. Good to be back, and we're off to I think it's going to be a little cooler next Friday night.
Yeah, it was a little steamy out here tonight, but it was a fun night to say the least. All right, that's the story tonight here at Chambers Field. Again, your final score. A happy homecoming for the Northside Legends. Northside 19 and Bishop Luers 14. On behalf of our cameraman Dave Peterson and my broadcast partner Ryan Deller, I'm Jim Measles saying have a good night, everybody.
Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves, and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.